We're back. It is the American Ricci Mahjong League Summer Session 2024. Nathaniel here, joined by Jeffrey, and we are opening up to an A1 match to start us off this evening. It is going to be Matthew, Viet, and Simon battling it out here in the series. And Simon will be our first dealer, Viet to the right, Matthew across the table, and Simon on our left. Notably, for our statistics on the right, we do not have the summer season stats up, so we won't be able to see those standings just yet. However, we can see the spring standings from the previous season, see where these players placed. And I and Matthew are promoting out of A2 into the A1 division. And that is the two players that we can see right now. These were the results of A2 in the last season. As is, it looks like this is the first game of their series, so you can imagine a blank slate right now in the A1 division. And Jeffrey, as I've been yammering on and on about the standings and whatnot, how have these hands been coming together?
Well, dealers looking like they're going for a cheat toy here, and also Viet also looks like they've got a cheat toy hand on the right. Elsewhere, the eye has a little bit more work to do on that hand still, but it looks like. Let's see. Oh wait, I'm getting mixed up here. Matthew is across the way. Matthew has a little bit more work to do. Eye's actually pretty close there. Has a couple of loose honors. Uh, Everyone's getting pretty close. One or two away. Oh, there's gonna be
Yeet.
Tempai there. Imagine for the south. Yep.
Yeah, sick tempi on the
And
once
there's
cut
two.
honor.
Yep, two souths left. So
If it's drawn, it will probably be discarded.
I would imagine so. They might be a little sus of it, but it that would be the one that would be nope, doesn't come out immediately.
Yeah, so I holding on to it for now. We'll see how the draws come together if we see maybe a Chun come out or a 9
Mm-hmm.
so. I might consider fighting a little bit. The problem is you have to jam this 3 pin in addition to the south. That might not be so tempting here. But
Yeah, the 3 pin is a little awkward. They did drop the 1-2, but the 3 is a little more middle, so but again, as you said, it's the first game of the season. Sometimes people are willing to be a little more aggressive early on to try to get a good start. Uh, that might have some 3 so that's an interesting. Nope, gonna stick with Cheat Toy. All right, let's Genbutsu to the Ricci, so that makes sense.
yeah, Viet has had so many of these Genbu tiles. Oh, another 3 so. Still he shuns on. And I's going to make a little bit of a play for it. So the 3 pin did end up coming out. Now 7 pin pulling
Do we
into
call the red?
Tempai.
Yep. Yeah. I was like the red might do it. Call and then Ricci Toy. No Ura though, so just the 3 Han. But it was dealer. So dealer repeat and starting with 3 red dragons.
Yeah, Simon.
Actually, really, really nice start here.
Yeah, absolutely thrilled with this. It's one of those hands where you'd like to, you have the ability to open if you'd like to, but you don't have to. You can try to
Mm-hmm.
stay close and aim for massive value. Now you can even accept the door of 4 so after filling in
Yeah, as I
that.
say, definitely look. I'd definitely be hoping I draw a Forso here, and then just take whatever. If I don't get the Dora, then I'm probably going to try to stay close to get extra value, or at least for a little while. See what happens here. Another good connector tile there. Yep.
On the right, that's a nice 6 pin draw. Viet can think about Ipeko, and also, Chitoy is another option again, although eh, quite frequently this hand ends up on just a Shabo weight. So we'll see how he draws around these floater tiles. And one thing to note, although we have the 1 so and 5 so, 1 mon, 5 mon pairs, that 5 mon can be filled out with a 4 mon or 6 mon draw and turn into a diamond shape. So that's not guaranteed to be a Shabo in the future, and we're actually hoping that we can perhaps draw 6 mon and turn this towards a Sanchoku.
Yeah, hoping to get a 6 would be best. I would also take the 4, of course, and then just play efficiently there. Across the way. Uh, that hand's kind of coming together. We got two completed shapes and a pair. You want to
Importantly,
look
Tudora.
optimally. Yeah, two Dora always is uh, good. Makes you want to fight.
Oh,
And
it
then on the right, ooh, this is looking like another Chi-Toy hand, but with the 9. Nope, decides to stick with the Chi-Toy, it looks like.
yeah. So the alternative play there was maybe three so and then another three so to plan for Ricci with a Shabo 9-pin Hatsu weight. Draws the Hatsu.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Ooh,
now we
draws
might
the
be
Hatsu.
regretting the 9 so cut.
Drop the 9 pin now, maybe? Or yeah.
Yeah, you could work towards a Shabo. You could even cut one of the Mon tiles and try to play black. Try to play that. I don't know, 9 so 6 9 mon 6 mon back. And of course, you
So
can pawn into
there's
Tempai.
the 456 on the right there for Viet.
リーチ
So Matthew feels a Kanchan will slam Arichi
ポン
Champon. 4 so 9 so.
For 9. 4 being Dora's unlikely to come out. The 9 might come out. Not yet, but it might come out.
Oh, I finds Tempai on the Sanzo again. It is Shuriten and really looks dangerous against that Ricci being near Dora. Dora indicator always a tough tile to push.
ズモ
Oh, just draw the Dora.
Draws the Dora. That's going to give him a Sumo and Dora and an Dora. Ooh. Very
Monster
expensive.
hand from Matthew. And that's, you know, Matthew tends to be a very efficient player, tends to like to fight if he's got the value. In this case, getting rewarded.
Oh, this is an interesting high pie here for dealer.
Double East, potentially.
Double East, 1, 2, 3 Sanshuku with Dora in it, possibly, or
Mm.
Chanta, or there's a lot of things this could go.
Yeah, if you're taking a moment there on that first discard to decide how he wants to play
Oof.
this.
Yeah, 9 mon, that makes sense. Then we got,
Pump.
let's see, on the right. Oh, calls the double East, makes sense. Are we going to go full greed? We're going to go half greed. Looks like half greed. Then on the right, let's see.
ポン
Not terrible, not great. Across the way, we're going to call for red and go with that hand.
Maybe that could be a
Maybe
Honitsu.
half flush. Yeah, maybe
Ooh,
half flush.
this is
Yeah,
like
I think
decision time right now.
yeah, I think this is where you cut. It's gonna go ahead and drop the west though. Still not a commit either way.
Yeah, this does give you the 7 so draw. You could have hard committed with the 2
Mm-hmm.
mon 3 mon, but I think playing the soft west is just fine.
And then on the left, this is lots of flexibility with what we can draw to finish that hand. So
Yeah, Tanyao plus. We'll see what gets drawn towards Tempai. Oh,
リー
well,
チ
perfect draw.
that's yeah, perfect draw there.
Richie Tanyao Pinshu waiting for 7 so. But Viet did find Tempai before then and has been sitting on this 1-4 so himself. Looks like 3 of the 4s are held, so only one of those left in the wall for both players. And then for the other side, there are 3 7 so's and 3 1 so's. And
ドン
Simon will draw it. Yeah, picking up the 5,800 points, and the Ricci stick will move him to a very clean second.
Yep, and we get a dealer repeat, and ooh, another interesting dealer hand here. Probably half flush. We'll see what we draw. And then on the right, we've got, yeah, Tanyao plus, depending on what we draw here. There's a good draw. Probably 6 so, probably. I think this would be... Yeah. Two so, okay. And then across the way,
地
have that's also mostly complete. Kind of missing a pair there. And then on the right, we have another half flush. Be really happy to get a north for the north seat Yakuhai as well.
Oh, and Viet draws it. We'll hold on to it for now because he's going for Honitsu. You know, the dueling
Yep.
Honitsu is always very interesting. The player sitting to the right typically has the advantage.
Oh, and West is also Dora, so
Oh
would also
my.
love to get that as well.
Simon just with a monster hand now.
ポン
Yep, is gonna call the East. Probably drop East here.
Yep, North Call, East
Yeah.
Cut.
Makes sense.
And Simon, not a clear Honitsu just yet.
Oof.
Ooh, now you have to make a choice. Do we cut a pair? Do we cut the 1-2 Penchon? And Simon's going for it all. Honitsu, Toy Toy, Yakuhai, Dora 2 or 3. But Matthew's going to get Tempai first with a good way. Richi, Tanya, Pinfu, potentially Ipeko on the 3-6 pin. So many of those tiles being held by I, though.
Pin. Two of each out, so there's 4 left in the wall. 4 tiles of that weight.
And I's Ishanten can't call into Tempai here, but would have to jam a So tile.
Yeah, doesn't want to do that.
Nothing's really good here, though.
Ooh, yeah, 4 Mon's not great.
4 Mon at least Nakasuji. Simon did push the 1 Mon after the Richi.
Yeah, that's true. Just go with the 8, which just came out instead.
Yeah, and this is the play that I expect from I, a very defensive player. Not willing to deal into Richis too often. Now Simon, though, he might be in
Ooh,
trouble.
6 Mon. Yeah. Unbeknownst to him, it's safe. Oh, is gonna push it. All right.
Yeah, with a 7 Mon first, and oh no, Simon just got to deal in here.
Oh, yep.
Dum.
That's not great.
Unfortunately, finds the expensive one.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to go for it, though, with that much value in your
Oh,
hand.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the mistake of not going for it in one of my early games this season, and it cost me dearly. So, certainly, when you've got Hanuman Plus, you absolutely play for it. Unfortunately, it cost Simon a Mangan in this case, and Matthew will take a big lead now, 50,000 points, and the dealership.
1,000 in the dealership, but not a very good high pie here. Has a little work to do to get that hand finished. But luckily, it looks like nobody got a really great high pie here. Argue maybe Viet has a decent one here, but everyone's kind of got a little bit of work to do. Notably, 4-pin is the Dora. There's only 1 out in dealer's hand right now, so that could somebody draws that could change what they're going to want to do here. Let's see, what are we going to do here? The 9-pin maybe?
Yeah, play for a Tanya seems to make sense. Good call.
Yeah.
There's a lot of flexibility in what our pair could be. We could use the 5-pin as the pair if we draw the 6 or the 7-pin. That's a good shape. The 3-5-6 So could extend to a 3-4-5-6 Nobetan.
Ooh, the dealer has had a great set of draws here and is now 1 away. Or sorry, 2 away.
Oh, you were right. 1 away, and this is a better 1 away, although we might not even take it because we really want to use the 4-pin. Does play for the efficiency, though. And this is also clever from Matthew cutting the 2-pin here. He notices that 4-5-6 Sancho is a possibility and will allow himself the opportunity to play for it. Something like 3 Mon draw or 7 Mon draw. And the question in that case would be, do you slam a Richi or do you just Dama your 3 Han hand with a bad weight?
That's a good question. Of course, we could always draw another Dora and then just go that way. That also works.
Yeah, this is not the expensive draw, so we'll just slam the Richi Dora 1.
Yeah, Richi Dora 1 for that hand. Let everyone else worry about dealing into you. Ooh, 4 finishes up. No.
Unbeknownst to Matthew, all the 5-pin being held right now.
Yep, all the 5 pins are being held, fit nicely in hands, although we just drew a Dora, so...
Yeah, we'll try to work around this, but...
Each.
Oh, Simon will chase. Simon, a very
Yep.
aggressive player, and can afford to be aggressive with a weight on Dora. He won't be dealing in with Dora, at least.
No, won't be dealing in on Dora.
Dong.
Oh, and is going to win with the E-Pots.
Yeah, taking the gamble, the one chance clears, but Simon did have the last of the 5 pins, so it will be Reach Pat Pinfu for Simon.
That's Pimfu. Changing dealership. We're now East 4. Dealer. Ooh, I was going to say Quick Hand, but neither of those are Yakuhai, so actually a little awkward. Finish that. Instead, Viet has the Quick Hand here. Quick half flush or possible Toy Toy, depending on what we draw here. But also Quick Hand on the right as well. Has a lot of options there. Could be Cheat Toy, could be Peiko, could be... I mean, if we really want to dream, it could be Rion Peiko, but we'll just see what we draw first before we get excited.
Sure. Oh, it's a Tenpai. Does Simon like this Tenpai? It's Tanya Door
Each.
2. We'll just slam.
I mean, it is first row. I mean, it's kind of... Yeah.
I think one of the reasons Simon hesitates here is because there are some good draws to upgrade. You can draw like 5 so, 7 so, and that's awesome.
Yeah, 7 so, draw the Peiko, draw... There's a lot of upgrades, but we are in last, and it's first row.
You got Tudora. The other issue for Simon is that Viet looks like he's going for a Sozu Honitsu, so he's probably holding some of your winning tiles. Now, it turns out Viet actually has none of the 6 so and 8 so. It's the other 2 players that have pulled those in. But Sozu definitely looks like the expensive suit on the board right now.
Yeah, not many Sozu. The only the two 1 so's and a 2 so out. So, especially in the A1 division, I'm sure people are paying attention to that.
Yeah, as noted, of course, 3 pin, 6 pin also upgrades because it gives you Ipeiko.
1-1 isn't safe. Temptation.
Yeah, I can continue cutting the 8 pins and see what happens.
As I say, probably just 8 pin. Keep. Then 9 should be safe.
I keep confusing who's who. Matthew's on the left. I, of course, is the dealer right now.
Ooh.
And Ishan
more temptation. One mon is kind of safe. Nope.
Yeah, 1 pin was 1 chance. You can think about that, but I'm going to defend here.
4-5. Yep, just gonna fold.
Home.
Still 2 tiles in the wall, and Viet hasn't given up. Jams the 1 chance 2 pin, or I guess from his perspective, it is indeed 1 chance. It was I who could see the Kabe in the 1 pin.
Sumo.
Oh, there's the Tsumo. Paul gives the 8 so.
Richie Sumo, Dora 2, Tanyao, no Ura, so just Mangan there.
That does swing positions pretty drastically, and Simon's just out of reach for second now.
Yep, really, yep, just shy of second, and has South Yakuhai as dealer. Might just go for that. Elsewhere, a lot of honors on the left. Could turn that into something, maybe. Other than that, doesn't look like anything too particularly noteworthy.
Boom.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably just gonna call for hope we get the south.
Indeed. Of course, a
Yeah.
call like this, everyone takes note and starts to work out what the Yaku could be. East is live, South is live, Green Dragon, Red Dragon, all live. So not a lot of information yet. It could also be probably not Honitsu, but maybe a Chanta, maybe a 789 Sanchoku.
Right. I would think with a 789 that early, it's like it's either they don't have their Yaku yet, or it's something weird like Chanto where you take everything because uh, it's unlikely you're gonna get another one.
Yeah, you see this type of call a lot. Atosuke looking for that honor tile. When you have the opportunity to fill a bad shape, that 8-9 mon Penchon, typically, a rough shape to fill, not one that you expect to get so easily. And you have the opportunity to snatch it away early and still have a chance to win the hand. A lot of times you'll see that play made.
We did draw the
Boom.
one pin, so we got a chance at Dora as well. Who calls the West?
I almost like cutting the 6-0 there.
Yeah. Oh, draws the South. All right, works
Just
out.
that solves the problem, and unbelievably, almost to me at least, all 4 of the 3 pins are in the wall.
Yep, no 3 pins out. I was just about to say that. So, as a very live weight here.
Each.
But we will who that's Viet, right? Yep, Viet on the right is going to reach on the 5-8 pin, which is mostly held or it looks like there's one of each left in
Right.
the wall.
Yet also noticing Simon's early cuts, probably suspects that Simon will have trouble using the 8 pin at least.
Ooh, there's the 5. Are we gonna bail?
Wow.
We are gonna bail. One is safe, so we're gonna bail. Imagine if you didn't have any safe tiles there, you might. Ooh, no, don't be tempted. Don't do it.
Yeah, if you're Tempai, maybe, even though that's a really unfortunate scenario, but definitely not after having broken Tempai. And
Yeah.
the 5 pin, of course, deals into a door shape. 3-4 pin would accept a 5, and that's not a shape you want to deal it to. So Simon
Well,
will bail away.
there's the 8, but I don't think that's gonna come out. It's probably just the 8. So here.
Yeah, I'm concerned about the tune right now.
Well, actually, the 8. Well, yeah, 9-7 for the reach. So the 8 seems fairly safe. Nope, is gonna go with the East instead.
Yeah, 2 pin, 5 pin don't feel good against the Ricci. Similarly, 6 pin, 8 pin don't feel good against the Ricci. So then you look to the honor tiles. The 8, so rather, is close to the Ricci tiles. So a little bit worried about that.
Yeah, and it looks like dealer threw another South, so it looks like they're just gonna fold or maybe hold for Tempai, one or the other.
Yeah,
Decides to not give more points to the person they're fighting against.
A tune ends up coming out, so looks like I will be able to escape safely. 7-so and 8-so now, relatively safe. Nothing else is found.
Yeah,
Even 6 pin now, Nakasuji.
yeah.
Oh, but tries the 8 pin. Became one chance. And, well, Viet had it. Viet had that one chance. 7 pin, the last one. And that will be a winner for Viet there. Moving over 30,000 points now.
Okay, we just switched dealers, but that was an interesting hand for. It's now on the left. Triple South and South round. And 2 pairs in hand as well.
We'll keep an eye on that. Love
Yeah.
to start with the Yakuhai Anko.
Yeah. Now the dealer does have an
Each.
Anko, but I was gonna say it wasn't Yakuhai, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It's just we're just in Tempai, so we're just gonna reach on second draw.
Yeah, early Ricci from dealer puts a lot of pressure on all the other players to work around this. And
It's
gets
only
the sumo.
It's the sumo. I was about to say it's only the 3-so, but if you draw
But
it,
it's the 3-so.
yeah,
It's
if you draw it,
yeah. You could have also just passed the tempai there, cut the 1-so, follow 2-so, and maybe draw around your floating 7-so or find better floaters later. It's early enough to make that play, but yeah, it gets the win there. And
yeah,
now
puts them in a
1,000.
much better second place.
Yeah, about 10,000 points. 10,700 behind Matthew. So this Ipai looks like it could be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, not Could be I mean, Chanta's always awkward to go for, but that's the closest right now. Chanta or 789 Sanshoku or both.
Yeah, I like holding for the Sanshoku.
But I think most of the other hands here are faster, so it's probably going to end up struggling here.
For sure. At least though Viet has the opportunity to call. Simon with the callable hand on the left can grab the south wind. Oriaku. But he is just Ishanten, so I imagine he'll pass the first one even.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if yeah, that's. Let's see, we're in third. Yeah, it'd be for only 1,000 points. It would be kind of
5-so? Yeah,
yeah,
5-so. Let's
Yep,
go. Eyeing
makes
up that
sense.
Chanta Ipeko.
Yep, Chanta Ipeco would be that would be much better. That would put us in a much better position.
Okay, Simon will not
Riichi.
aim for the fast hand, and instead Matthew gets Tempai perfect Kanchan fill into a Riichi. Riichi, Pinfu, Dora 1.
Ooh, draws the last north. That's a little awkward.
And Viet, seeing that he's now confirmed a triplet and doesn't need a pair anymore, will go ahead and cut the 2-pin. Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, between the 1-pin and the 9-mon, it's pretty close. Jams the 9, and that's going to deal in.
Yep. I was like, has to make the right decision here, and did not have the sight.
Although if Viet drew into Tempai, I was going to drop the other one, no matter which way he went. So it was never going to be a happy outcome there. And it's Matthew picking up the 3,900 and 50,000 points.
Up to 50,000, and in fact, if we can just win a few more points, we'll bring Viet back under 30,000 and get even more UMA.
You're right. Should be noted for viewers who are unaware that in this league we have floating UMA. That means the amount of points you get for your placement can change depending on the number of people who are above or below 30,000 points, which is your starting points. If you're above 30,000, you're floating. And if you're the only person that is floating, the only person above 30,000, you get bonus 5 points of UMA. So for your first place, you get 20, plus 20 instead of plus 15. But similarly, if you're the only player below 30,000 points, then you lose 5 extra points for your fourth. So it provides some incentive to stay at least around that starting points. And we'll see that come into play as we get into the later rounds, especially. Simon can consider here in South 3 that he's at 25,200 points, but if he makes it over 30,000 points, even if he stays in third, he will not be losing any UMA points from UMA.
That's right, but this is Matthew has 2 Dora in hand and has a very interesting hand here.
This is going to be such a dirty Ricci if he draws 5-pin or 8-pin.
Yeah, I was to say 5-pin, 8-pin would be great. What happens if you draw east here?
Oh, yeah, that is true. So in that case, you probably just cut the 1-pin, 1-pin and anticipate calling the east.
All right, yeah, I can see that too. Yeah.
Ooh, tempting to cut the east here to allow yourself to accept the 2-pin into Tempai.
Yeah, which we will do.
Notably, Simon Ishanten across the table with a Dora and can accept a second one. But that final Dora is being held by Viet on the left.
Yep, all the Dora is out.
I with some choices to make on the right. Too many blocks. Has to toss one of them.
I might just throw the one back, actually.
Sure, play for Tanya. I agrees.
That makes a lot of sense.
That makes Matthew's Shaba weight a lot worse, and so now that he finds Tempai, he might
There's the
get
5.
Kanchan.
Oh, it's gonna wait for the 2 only.
Yeah, once the 1-pins came out, that sneaky Suji trap no longer effective. Oh, Khan.
Ooh.
Kan.
Of course.
Does Khan? Nope, no Rinchan. Ooh, but Formon is now Dora. Does that help anybody? There's one on the right.
Oh, and now Simon draws one as well. Simon,
Red
definitely a
dragons.
player who will fight. If he gets temped by.
With 7. Do we want that? Not really.
7
8. We're going to call into Tempai. We are going to call into Tempai. So 5, 8. See how that looks. 1, 8 left.
That's the play for
And
I.
that is the last 5, which is going to get kept. The 8 comes out. Tempai, dangerous Tempai is all around here.
But I's weight is almost completely held by Viet. Only one Tumon left in the wall. The 5-8 so is almost completely gone as well. Only 1 8 so, 1 5 so.
Yeah, 1 8 so I believe left. Oh, sorry, 5 so. Yep, and there it is. It's right there.
Oh no, Viet's just got to get out here.
Yep.
And for Matthew, all those tiles are held. So 0 for Matthew, 1 for I, 1 for Simon. Who does the wall favor? Oh, 6, such a scary tile, but the 3 already passed.
Ooh, yep. 8. Yep, makes sense. 7. 8 pin is 8 pin is fine.
Simon's like, are you sure you don't want to try for K10? And yet considering calling to shift who gets the last draw.
Nope. Ooh, drew the 8.
Oh, the new door up, but it's safe. 3 players, Tempai. Did you say Viet drew the 8 so?
Oh, I misread it. My bad.
Okay. I missed it myself, so I thought that would be pretty incredible if by passing the call he prevented Simon from winning the hand.
No, I misread it.
Okay. It was such a tight race, and Matthew, or rather Viet, did a great job of just staying out of the way there. And that means moving into South 3 repeat 1, there's 2 sticks in addition to the Homba. So a nice little pot to pick up for both Simon and Viet, who are aiming to get back over 30,000.
Yep. 2 players look just under 30,000 would like to win. Oh, basically any hand here would get you with the pot in the middle. But the dealer's hand is very nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Missing Dora, but can't get Dora every hand.
It's going to be a bit of a struggle on the right for I, and these draws have not really been helping so far. Across the way, Simon potentially playing for Tanya with a 9-pin cut soon. 9-pin 2 so will seem to be the next couple of cuts. But Viet, the fastest on the left for sure. He's Shanten already.
Yeah.
Even calling the 8-pin, making the Hatsu a little bit harder to grab in the future.
Yeah, I think what we just said, it's like I think at this point just anything gets me back above 30,000, so I'll go ahead and just take the white dragon and try to go out as quick as possible here.
Yeah, Viet not even considering the door here, given that he's cut the 1-3 already, and is just sitting Ishantan. So the 3 comes back.
Nope. There's the last white dragon, so that's a safe drop. Ooh, yep, green. Are we gonna call that? Nope.
Khan for the draw, and picks up a 6-0, so improves the
リー
weight
チ
in the Sozu. But Matthew pulls it to Tempai, slams a Ricci with the new Dora draw as well. Ricci Pihu 6-9, so oh no, Viet!
Ooh, that con's gonna backfire, it
Gee.
looks like.
The 9 so was supposed to be saved, but he draws it. He can cut Hatsu now. Oh, saved!
Oh, what a perfect draw there. Stay out of trouble. Ooh, the 5 so. We gonna be tempted?
Gee.
Nope.
Breaks Tempai instead, gives it to Viet, waiting 5-8 so.
Yep, 6-9 versus 5-8.
Oh, and the 9 so. He can play out the 4-mon. It's not Kasuji at least.
Yep.
But oh, if Simon gets Tempai, he's just gonna jam the 9. Oh, and that's Tempai.
Is that Tempai?
Yeah, it's a 5-8 so Shabo.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
yep.
good. Maybe he's of
Don't.
course. You can't help but to drop it, and that's gonna deal him to Ricci P Fedora. Won the maximum here, 12k.
Ooh.
hits the limit, and wow, insta 6-mon cut from Matthew. So he knows what this hand
Okay.
is.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Already in first, but why not more? Why not more?
And you can never say no to more points, right? Oh, uh-oh.
Right. Oh, that was.
Now
Oh,
we know
disconnect.
why.
Uh-oh.
Oh, not
Uh-oh.
with this hand.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, that's sad. That's why it was instant too. We disconnected. Oof.
All right, he's back. He's back.
All right, we're back. We're back. Not
know-
too sad. A little upset over the one, but we can recover. We can recover.
Yeah,
I think we actually have enough shapes in hand here.
exactly.
So
One's a
think
little
we're
bit of a
fine.
miss, but we
Yeah.
can definitely recover. Man, it's I though who probably has the fastest hand though. On the right, that is Ishanten already.
Pump.
Super wide as well. Except what Viet's Tempai? Forget that. I found the new
Viet is
fastest hand.
Senpai. Yep. Only north only, but oh no, Dora 1 as well. Or Dora 1. That will get me back above 30,000.
Chi.
Oh, I with the
That'll-
super wide Ishanten, but depending on what gets drawn, might be forced to deal in with a Ricci tile. Simon Ishanten now.
Green 1.
Matthew
Yeah,
Tempai. Oh no.
Ooh. Everyone is really close here. Who's gonna draw the wrong tile first?
5 tiles in the wall for Simon's Tempai. 3 tiles in the wall for Matthew's Tempai.
8-mon. It's gonna come out.
Oh, it's
there's the 3.
Go.
Yep, it's only gonna be the 2,000 though, so not horrible.
Yeah, with the Uma shift though, it ends up being like 7,000 points, but there's still one more hand for Matthew to try to drag Viet back down, and he might have the hand for it, just taking a little bit
yeah.
left.
North and green, yep, instantly calls north. Although the dealer here has east and a lot of good shapes, could also win. And even though they're in last, since they're dealer, they have a chance to go on a run here, and just as long as you keep winning.
Yeah,
So,
east with 2 door,
not
and
out of it yet.
the race is very close for third here. Just 1,000 points separates I from Simon.
Pong.
Oh, Matthew. Matthew's not slowing down here.
No.
Finds his way into Honitsu with the Dora.
Mm-hmm.
Ishanten. It's got to work out the... Goes with a 6-mon. Kind of headless right now.
Ooh, 5-6. We drop the 4 now? Or we drop the 7-mon?
Yeah, I think the 4
okay.
is the...
That's probably what I would have gone with. I was just looking for a second option.
I guess the issue here is that the thing that makes the 4 efficient is that you can play in a way that causes you to drop a Dora, and we kind of don't want to drop the Dora, so...
Right.
In the end, we get to the same spot, and the East Door 2 is going to come to fruition. 5,800.
5,000. Swaps into third place, but we're dealer. We can always just keep winning.
Yeah, from
This
direct
hand
competition was huge.
has a chance of being quick if we draw the right thing.
Like a Dora?
Oh, Dora, that helps. Throw the white. Yep.
And
Now we just need 7-pin.
Right. Can you just...
Yeah. Just give me the 7-pin.
How hard could it be? Now, of course, 4-pin's a great backup draw. We can cut away from the pen.
All right. We go 8-9 instead. That's fine.
I'm looking around at the other hands to see, in particular for Simon, what his option is to come back in this game. And he's just cutting away from the East right now, saying, I can build for Pinfu with a Dora, and that might be able to get me back. A Mangan Sumo will be enough for him to retake third place.
All right, Viet, what are we doing here?
Mangan.
All right.
Lychee.
Possibly Chitoy, possibly... Ooh, Tempai already, though. For Matthew. That's 5, 5, 8.
Richie
Not much
Dora
of-
1.
Yeah, not much value, but it ends the game, which you're always happy with when you're in first.
Yeah, because of the Homba, Sumo will be enough to bring Viet below 30,000. Richie Sumo Dora will be 1,000, 2,000, becomes 1,100, 2,100.
Ooh, what do we drop here? Green, alright. 9 Mon passes. So everyone will drop their non-Mon now.
It looks like, I think if I gets Tempa, you just have to jam, right?
Probably.
Yeah, 3-mon.
It would be really hard. It'd be really hard to give it up as dealer. Going, I have a chance to get more points here.
Right, and you're not expecting to lose a Hanuman. Right? Oh, maybe if you can lose a Hanuman.
It says no thanks.
Dealing to Mangan, you still get third at least. It's not a happy Mangan, but I think that will encourage I to fight. That one Soto's right next to Dora. It's not a really comfortable tile. And just backs away now. Could have tried west, west, west as a potential way to escape. It's a slower way.
It looks like we're still gonna go that way.
Yeah, 6-mon as well. Nakasuji could have been a try.
Yeah, 6-mon. I was gonna say 6-mon actually. It doesn't look too bad here.
Okay, but Simon's going to take the fight. Ricci Tanyao waiting on 2-pin 3-so. So kind of needs a Tsumo and an Uda or a direct hit off of I. But I's got lots of safe tiles. So it's all about that Tsumo.
7. Yep, looks like we got a two-way fight basically.
Direct hit off of Matthew isn't going to be enough even if it turns into Mangan. Not that you will pass that up, but
1 pin. We know where all the 1 pins are. Yep. Makes sense.
yeah, kind of running out of tiles now. I shifts the dealership, and that leads to a deal in from Matthew. Should just be Ricci Tanyao.
Not gonna be
Uda.
in.
Yeah, it's gonna fall a little bit short, but Simon will take points.
I'll say the Euro makes it close, but not quite.
And in the end, it will be Matthew with some monster hands picking up the first place here. Plus 40.7 will earn the 15 points of Uma for being one of 2 players who float in this game, and also picks up 25.7 for the difference between 55,700 and 30k. So if you add all that up together, you get the 40.7. Similarly, Viet picks up the 5 points of Uma for a floating second place, plus 1,000 for the difference with 30k, and that's a nets a plus 6. I will take a minus 16.3 in third, and Simon the minus 30.4 in fourth place. And although we don't have the standings able to show you all, we can at least take a quick peek at what they look like. Currently in A1, it is Dustin in the lead with plus 54, and Matthew in second after game 1 with 40.7.
Right. It looks like they started a second game, but there's a lot of games going on right now. A lot of people playing today. So we kind of have our choice here.
Yeah, let's see what the most recently started game is. It is this Matthew Simon Viet I game, so I'm fine sticking here for a second game.
Yep, sounds good.
But we do anticipate visiting some other tables around the league. There are something like 13 games being played tonight.
There's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games that started within like 10 minutes. So
and some more that are going to be starting pretty soon. I wonder if we have any
Lots-
results from the other games just yet.
Let's take a look. Take a look and see if anything interesting is going on. Doesn't look like anything too interesting. No Yakumans yet.
Yeah, no Yakumans yet.
No Yakumans yet. Although I was close the other day. I had a game on Friday. I was Tenpai for Kokoshi.
Whoa. Wait, Jeffrey.
And I would have drawn it too. I went back and looked in the log. I would have drawn it too, but somebody drew theirs beat me to their draw. So
This is why we never go rabbit hunting. Only pain and sadness. when we
yeah,
look back
only
at the
pain
log.
and sadness.
But for those who don't know, Jeffrey, I believe, has the most number of Kokushi won in the league. How many is it now?
I think I have 4 Kokoshi and 1 Suanko. I think something like that.
Sort of spilling the beans to your opponents. Warning: he wins a lot of Kokushi, so watch out.
I seem to basically get one every season. I get 1 Yakuman, so it's like until once I get it, I can tell all of my other opponents, "Hey, I've already got my Yakuman this year. You can calm down."
All right. Well, we've got results from B1. Galhan with the first place there. Ricky taking a positive second. And that is the only game that has finished so far. But there's like 5 in progress right now. It will be, for this upcoming match, Matthew in the dealer spot. To the right, Simon. Across the table, Viet. And on the left, I.
Should be another fun game.
I feel like I should swap back to the A2 standings from last season. So that we can see, we can go back to see how they finished. This is Matthew and I, who made it into guaranteed promotion spots last season into A1. That's why we are in A1 currently. It was Alfred also getting the bonus promo slot, so we'll be seeing some of him in A1 as well. In the early portion of the season, I don't imagine we'll see too much panicking about placement. So I imagine we'll see some straightforward play, and immediately we're seeing that Haku call from Simon.
Yeah, Haku call. But the dealer hand, dealer hand could be spicy here, or at least quick.
With a 7-so draw, we can think about a Pinfu. Outside of that, just very fast Tenpai, maybe Tanya.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the shapes aren't amazing for Simon. They're not terrible. We're just
Pong.
aiming for 1,000 points here. Maybe 2,000 if we can draw Dora. Across the way, Viet maybe pulling towards Ipeko in the lower Sosu.
Yeah, a
4
little
good shapes.
awkward, but has a chance at it. And then, of course, I is just gonna call Red Dragon and go.
Dora in that hand as well, so it could be 2,000 points. Notably cutting away from the 2-mon. Not willing to use that as the pair and potentially lose the Dora.
Yeah, wants a chance to use the Dora at least.
So Simon has drawn quite well, and is now sitting with an incredibly wide Ishantam. This is one of those spots where if the 2 or 5-mon came out, you could cheat into Tenpai, but you almost don't want to.
Yeah.
Even considered holding that 3-pin as a different floating Kutsuki tile. But it does just cut the 3-pin out. Maybe regretting it now that the 4 has been drawn.
6-mon. What are we gonna do here? Yeah, that makes sense.
リーチ
Well, Simon did indeed draw that 7-so and does indeed find the Pinfu. Richi Pinfu, waiting 1-4, so 3 tiles left in the wall.
チー
Pinfu, and then we're going to call the Dora on the left-hand side. Now we got to figure out what our pair, what do we want to wait on for our pair? What's it going to be?
Yeah, also has the option of just breaking tempi altogether with something like the 2-so or 2-pin, 3-pin cut. Maybe even the 4-pin for a really wide shape. Well, Viet might trust this 1-so in the future, but just decides to fold against Dealer Ricci. That means he's holding 5 of the winning tiles. Simon pausing on that 2-pin as if to say, this could have been Maitsumo. Now tempi on the 7-pin. 2 tiles on the wall there. And I imagine if the 8-pin or 9-pin comes out, Simon will pull in for Toy Toy.
Also drew the 6-so. Just holding all of the deal-in tiles.
ドン
And there it goes.
6-0 really safe tile to the dealer, but I does snipe it for the win. 2,000 points plus the stick, and we will be sent into East 2.
East 2, and okay, that's a high pie. Let's see. Don't really know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I think Tenho also feels uncomfortable about that and has frozen on us. So let's get a quick refresh in. It's
here.
got maybe dreams of show sushi, but
Yeah,
seems a bit unrealistic. And Simon agrees, just gonna play for the Ricci.
yeah. I was like, you're hoping to draw just connector tiles and make the decision easy, but sometimes the wall doesn't like to cooperate, and
This
you just
is
got to make do.
Simon making do with Ricci Dora 1, 2 away from Tempai. On the right, that could be a 7-8-9 Sancho for Viet.
789, yep.
Across the way, I looking at okay shape can accept the Dora.
Yeah, has a lot of good shapes.
Is technically 2 away from Tempai. Oh, now Ishanten with Pinfu.
7, yeah.
And Matthew on the left has been looking for this east. It came out and he said, you know what? I don't want to call it. I want to Ricci.
7 mon, are we gonna... Nope, okay. I'm gonna just stick with the
リ
3
ーチ
diamond shapes. Ooh, and we did draw the 6, so there it is. Ricci, possible Tanyo.
Yeah, as expected. Matthew not wanting to test this, at least on E-positive turn, so we'll go with the east-east.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's Tanya one way, Dora the other, so you get the extra point either way.
Will be minimum 3 Han.
Let's not get the Ipatsu.
Yeah, from Ishanten here, decides his 3-pin is good enough to play for. Play it out, rather. Sancho Kudora 1 is pretty valuable.
Ooh, 5-pin, that's
Tempai,
Tempai.
10. But the value is so good if you draw the 1-so. I think he's going to smash it. I think he's going to Ricci.
リーチ
We've dropped 3 of these tiles, but
Yeah,
come on
I was
back.
gonna say, feeling very sad that I've already drawn 3 of my winning tiles.
And now Simon has to reconsider. Dropping the 6-9 Suji, not good against 2 Richis. He was holding the Ishanten for quite a while. Also lighting up, but will not deal in.
Yep, I was gonna say, there's one of them, but it won't deal in, so that's 4 tiles left. No, sorry, he's got one of them, so 3 tiles left.
Yeah, Viet's gonna back away now.
There's a 9.
That gives Simon a route back in.
All the 9s are out, and all of the 6s. That's the last 6. So think the only tile that's left is
The last
that.
one,
Well,
so.
there it is. Yep.
Oh my goodness. And Viet does a double take. Wait a second, didn't I just drop that? The Ura as well? For the
It's the
Hanuma?
Ura. Wow. Okay. Well, that changes things. I was just about to be like, I don't think this hand's gonna go anywhere, but yeah, drew the. I think that was the last one. So it was either
Incredible.
one or two left.
And unfortunately for I, all of the winning tiles just getting pulled in by the other players. Not able to win even against a Furiten Salmanchan there. And so it will be another big lead for Matthew moving into East 3.
See, I has 3, 4, 5 already.
Well, that's just Ishanten. Now mega wide Ishanten.
Yeah. 8-mon, right? Yeah. 8-mon. Which will, yep, we're just gonna call and go. We've already got Aryaku.
Boom.
Yeah, we'll call to match speed here. Holding the Dora East. We'll probably hold that forever.
Yeah, probably not with that hand. I'm not gonna be giving up the East. And 3 calls. 2, 5. Only one of each showing.
Eyes probably gotta be a little bit annoyed that Matthew's calling so quickly. You had such a beautiful high pie, and yet you're not the first to tempai. Matthew's just getting there by stealing your tiles. Oh, the wait gets even wider now.
What do we drop here? The 6.
Kan. Sumo.
Oh!
Consumo! Oh! Renshan.
I think
Renshot.
it's Matthew's night. When you're getting Rinshan Sumo, it's definitely your night.
Well, all right then. We'll just continue the game along.
I think if I was one of the players at the table here, I would just only look at Matthew's hand from now on. No one else matters because the wall is clearly favoring him right now.
We got a real close 3-way tie for second.
Yeah, it's
Or battle for second, whatever you want to say.
For I in the dealer spot, another nice looking hand with 789 Sanchoku available. Oh, 6-pen.
I mean,
Well,
we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Maybe.
Yeah, of course. We could draw a 9-pin and then another 6-pin and just be tempai.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not dead yet. Not quite.
Matthew feels a Kanshan as expected. Ishanten with 2 diamond shapes overlapping.
Yeah.
Oh, I tempai now. Not going to take this Ricci. Wants to do better.
Right. I was gonna say. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we could still draw the 9-pin and then we reach, right?
Yeah, we're a little sad that the 8-sos come out twice now, though. I think pulling into Tonki is good. Now we can swap our Tonki to whatever we want, even Door Tonki in the future.
Right. Makes sense.
I think perhaps if the punt option wasn't available, I might have just taken the Ricci. Haven't really looked too much at the other hands. Simon is doing okay. Would love to draw a 6 or 9 mon.
Yeah, 6 or 9 mon, and that hand's looking pretty good at that point.
All right, Matthew holding the perfect Ishanten does draw the very nice 3-so. Makes use of the extra gate, the extra acceptance that the perfect Ishanten gives. Oh wow, Viet dodges the pay dealing.
Yep.
It's Genbutsu to the Ricci.
Yeah, I was gonna say somehow. Well, may have I just already decided I was gonna drop the 2-pin because that was the Ricci's. So
Yeah, follow
but
cutting
I
the
imagine
2-so and the 1-so, and now the pay comes out, so the pay is safe.
Yep.
full
But drew the 9, so now we can wait on either the 9 or the 6, so it makes a
right.
lot of sense.
The full Betaori here from Viet playing only the safest tile every single time.
9.
Oh, swap to 369 is so tempting, but the 9 mon is just safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9 mon is safe, so I think you take that.
No
3
problem just jamming here.
pin.
You kind of expect
Ooh.
Matthew to have a Dora, but probably not more than one.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 pin's a little scary, so we decided to fold or drop out of Tenpai here. Oh,
Honestly, I wouldn't mind his dealer just jamming, but I got into a little bit of trouble just jamming, so maybe the fold here is the better approach.
yeah, drew the tiles in the wrong order, and now I was like, well, I've committed now, so there's one of them. That's the one you don't want to throw.
Yeah, that's a tile I might fold on.
Yeah.
Looks like I might be able to escape here. Notably, the 6-9 pin came out too late for I, and so it'll just be Ryu Kyoku.
Yep. Can be Rikyoku, one person in Tenpai,
I
and
think
we're gonna move on to South.
the most notable part of the hand for me was Viet's Betaori dodging a Peitanki. Well done. Matthew now in the dealer seat, and time to sweat. Time to sweat if you're in the other 3 seats at the table.
Yeah, South one, we've got a little bit of time, but ooh, there's a Dora. None of the hands are particularly inspiring here, at least at the start.
Yeah, I look to the Dora and I see one across the way, one on our left. Not really in solid shapes just yet, so.
Yeah, we did pair up Red Dragon for Viet, so we've got maybe a chance to do something there. Other than that, we're just kind of waiting on people to draw something useful here. All right, there we go. So that helps.
Cutting away from the Kanchan, hoping to, we might end up on the west for So Shabo, but while we are waiting to end up on that shape, we can at least hope to draw a better shape elsewhere. So the 3 mon, although, is technically more efficient to cut that away and hold 6 blocks, including the 7-9 mon Kanchan. Simon just hoping to draw near the Dora and improve the weight on top of it.
Ooh, that 4 could be helpful. Now, do we drop the north pair? Or do we drop the one? We're dropping 1, okay. Now we're starting to fill in.
I've still hoping to draw around the Dora. Chun hasn't come out yet either, so no calling options. Is it time to just yeet the Dora?
No Chin, no Chuns, no Souths have come out yet.
It considers, instead plays the relatively efficient 7, so still holding out hope for the Dora. Without red 5s, Dora becomes really powerful. And
Dealer drew the Tuso, so it's now going to drop the north pair. Now has can call with Tanyao options.
Oh, there it is. There's that 4-mon draw. Simon was so eager to get away from this Shabo wait because the West was dead. No Wests left. Was really willing even to take the 2-mon Kanchan, but the Dora draw fixes everything. Now Ishanten for Pinfu.
Yeah. All right. There's our red dragon. Not quite in Tenpai yet.
But did pair up the Dora. Greed paying off. More of yet.
Did pair up the Dora. So, yep, there it is. I imagine you just drop. I think you just Dama this, right?
Yeah, the question is like, what weight? Do we want the Dora Shabo or do we want the Kanchan and the Sanzo. Hard to say
Yeah,
which one's better here.
Yeah, is gonna go with the 3-so. Which there are 2
Eat.
left, so for a single tile, that's pretty good.
Reaching out from Simon, 5-8. So, oh, draws the 3!
Wrong.
And
Draws
Viet
the
had
3.
the read.
Yep.
Chun Dora 2 will snatch away the Ricci sticks as well. And move Viet over 30,000 points. Simon now in a pretty desperate spot here in 4th, but has a gorgeous high pie.
Yeah, very nice. Just dropped the West and the 1-so. And hopefully we can get into position to Ricci something.
If we're looking at maximum value here, we're talking Ricci, Tanyao, Pinshu, Sanshoku.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, the 4-pin. We could be seeing that exact world. Right, yet not doing so badly himself. Still floating the idea of drawing a 2-pin.
And is just gonna commit to it right now. Says, I want it. Ooh, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Got a chance there.
Interesting.
Drop the 8 pin? Yeah, 8 pin.
Okay, so the 8-pin is the I'm Ishan 10 play
Right.
with a bunch of pairs. Doesn't like having all those pairs.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, you draw the 2-mon and then you're ready to go. I mean,
Yeah.
you just
Eat.
The weight doesn't even look so bad with all these 5-pins visible, but there's the Tempai, and I
Home.
just
There's
prepped
the
the Dora.
Tempai.
We'll try to play for this hand a little bit. Pon 3-mon jam. Simon did not draw towards the Sanshoku, so just waiting 3-6 pin for Ricci Pinfu Tanya.
Sumo.
yeah, drew the wrong end. Oh, drew the right end. I was about because
Yeah, I mean, getting the 9 so would lose Tanya, so
yeah,
this works. That's a big win, and all of a sudden, second place right back in contention, and
second
another
place. Ooh,
massive high pie here. East, Hatsu both, 4 pairs.
East Hatsu, Honitsu? Question mark?
Yeah, question mark, question mark, question mark. We'll wait and see. And
I
I
mean,
think Simon's gonna hedge his
yeah.
bets here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could maybe. We'll try. We'll see what happens. Unfortunately, the Dora indicator is the wrong one. We wanted it to be north, so our east would be Dora, but
And instead, it's Matthew, the North player, with the only Dora North.
mm-hmm.
Let's see if he manages to pair that up.
Yeah, would really like to. I guess with that hand, I don't think you're throwing the north with that hand, anyways. So probably we'll hold on to it no matter what.
If he draws the 7 so specifically, then it's just most efficient to cut the North. Even here, you could just say I'm Isham 10 cut the North.
Okay,
It's
fair enough.
Not going to lead to a good tempai though. So if you
Yeah, I mean, I'm in first,
Home.
so I guess taking the more, just the more efficient route is probably fine here.
ooh, interesting draw.
The 6, does that help?
We'll just play the straightforward Tanya route.
Right. All right. I'm gonna call the 2. So could be again either Yakuhai,
Home.
could be Toy Toy, could be Half Flush, could be any number of these things. If we can just draw there in a couple turns, the longer it drags on, the less likely we're gonna get these.
It looks like Simon is giving up on Honitsu with a 1-pin cut, but if he pairs up the South or the Red Dragon, he might be right back into it. Eye opens up for Tanya across the table. In a tight scoreline like this,
Yep.
even winning 1,000 points here is very good.
Yep. Souths come out now.
Oh, that's the Takame.
Reach.
Sanshoku could Dama for 5,200 points, but slams the Ricci.
Boom.
It's Matthew, of course he slams.
6, 7, 8. Tanyo.
I don't think Simon has a choice here, but
Ooh.
jam.
Yeah, as I say, none of those tiles look particularly safe, and if you want a chance at getting some points here, I think you got to go for it.
Oh, does he take the toy
Yep.
here?
Boom.
I think we take, yep.
Sixes at least have
Do we do
something.
4-7 or do we do?
So a
tough
lot of
choice.
times against a Ricci, you want to take the wider weight.
Yep, and that's what we decided to do. We're going to take the 4-7.
But the value path, the Mangan, is to cut the 6-0 here. It's probably the safer discard as well. So that was a really interesting and difficult choice to make.
Yeah, tough choice. And yeah, as last place too, but says I'm dealer. I just want to win this hand and get a repeat, get another chance to win more points.
Currently, the
9 pins. Yeah, 9 pin is fine.
4s are all held. 7 so only has 1 left in the wall.
Ooh, 6 pin.
I believe he dropped that the turn after the Ricci.
Right. Yep.
At this point, I think Simon's gonna jam everything.
Probably, but sometimes it's good to double check just to be sure.
Oh,
5's already come out. Ooh, 7. That's red's already. Yep.
The wall keeps tempting Viet into fighting.
Yeah, I was to say Viet has a shot at being Tenpai here, maybe. No, not quite.
Refuses. He will escape.
Yeah.
Also draws a safe tile, so eyes
Tile,
out, and
safe
it's
tile,
all on.
and Rinchon?
Oh, Viet calls here.
No.
If Viet had a safe tile, could have considered calling to prevent Simon from getting the last draw.
That means there were quite a bit of that weight was in the dead wall. Interesting.
Boom.
Yeah, I think there was only 1 live tile left in the wall, so.
I thought there was 2, but maybe it was only 1.
Well, Matthew opens up with a Dora call. It says, I've got a mug on everyone. Guess my Yaku.
I mean, has lots of ways to get a Yaku too, white or north.
Oh yeah, paired up the north as well, so.
Yeah,
It's
feeling
not,
good.
not even Atosuke anymore. Oh, sick draw for Viet though. This could
Ooh, what do
shut
we
things
do?
down.
7. Well, besides 7 pin, sure. No, just 7 pin.
Boom.
I posturing.
Ooh.
So
Gotta hang on to that for a little bit.
That shape's almost useless with the 7-pin Pon.
Yeah,
wonder-
but I
wonder
mean,
if
we could
Matthew
always
cons
con it. We could
this.
always con it later. We could always con it later if we
Yeah.
need to. It's fine.
The things could get a little spicy.
Yeah, we'll just casually hang on to this door for a bit. Fine.
Shanten. If he holds on to it too long, it could be a chunkan.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That is true. I think that's one of the only Yaku's I've like never been able to get.
I've never won it.
Yeah.
Okay. This might be a spot to con.
Come.
Yep, it's gonna go for it. That makes 5 mon. Where's our 5 mons
Each.
at? Where's our 5
Yeah.
mons at?
Had 2 of them, dropped one of them, but now his Tenpai slams Orichi with the con. Very happy to do so, and Matthew, despite the value in hand, might just get out of here. He doesn't want to deal into second place right now.
No. Being in first place, we're just yep. That makes a lot of sense there. Just play it safe.
Perhaps without the con, would consider fighting.
Depending on what we draw.
Starts with Pepe. Hatsu. Completely live. 5 so one in the wall as well.
Thing is, there's a lot of dragons that haven't been dropped yet. So I think people are going to be wary about dropping these dragons, which is going to slow everyone's down.
Yeah, looks
Yeah.
like Matthew's in the fold path now.
Yeah. I'll say both green and white haven't been dropped yet, so
I trying to escape without any damage here too. Tough decisions here. 1 mon makes sense. 4 mon's kind of awful to cut.
see what
Don't
we do
forget
here.
the
6.
7 pin was called.
No, white pair.
Oh, and 1 so becomes safe too. Okay, so now I has 4 save tiles all of a sudden.
Yep. Oh, there's the 5. So 5s are now dead. One green dragon left somewhere.
And now that the 1 so passes, I can actually play for K-Tent here. This is technically Tempai, although it has no Yaku.
Mm-hmm.
It would be hilarious if the 4 pin was drawn into Khan into Rinshan as the only Yaku.
It's possible.
And 4 pin passes, so the 7 pin really doesn't deal into anything. Only a 6/8 Kanchan, and that is impossible. So no chance of Chankhan. I really want to see the 4 pin draw into Khan. That would be incredible. Oh, here's a different Khan. Try for the Rinshan.
Come,
Yes! Oh! Cut again! Cut again!
come.
Oh! Not the 4 so. It's Nakasugi. It's fine.
No!
2 tries at it. Missed them both.
Man.
Oh, and doesn't take the Tempai either. Oh, what an incredible chance. That would have been the highlight of all highlights. And draws back into Tempai. Let's go. Incredible stuff here.
Hey, that's still a highlight. It didn't work out, but still a highlight.
This
Come on,
game,
how many times do you get that chance? And still get back into Tempai too. I mean, come on.
That's awesome. We've had so many highlights in this game. And now, 2 sticks, 3 Homba. Dealership passes to Viet. The race for second still on. Matthew holding his comfortable lead over 30,000 points. Viet, though,
Oh, very good. Very good high pie here.
he shut down already.
Yeah.
Well, ton of value, though, but can draw the 6 Mon Dora. Can.
We got tiles that can make this better. Or we
Each.
could just take it early Ricci.
Yeah, Viet's shown that if he's early Tempai, he's just going to slam. Doesn't matter if there's improvements. And there aren't many
Dealer early
improvements.
Ricci. Yeah, dealer early Ricci is always good.
Yeah, specifically as dealer, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Matthew's been playing for a Tanya Door too. Might just have to jam because he doesn't have much safety here. So perhaps 9 so.
Yeah, 9 so I think.
Plays the 2 chance 7 right next to the Dora.
Mm.
Says, I dare you to be waiting on this. Oh no, the 8. You know, actually, I remember making a play like this at the end of last season. And it does pass. But that's a gutsy play.
2 mana safe. Yep.
That's almost like the an efficiency play. It's trying to support this upper so shape.
That's a little awkward.
Yeah, we haven't gotten a whole lot of safe tiles. 9 so Suji, at least.
Yeah. Nine so is fine. 8 so. Yep, that gives
Oh
us
my
a veil
goodness.
tile.
Simon's just drawing all the dealing tiles. He might just have to fight here now.
Yeah.
Ishantan.
6 so was safe, so we had to.
3 so's not that bad either. I think if Simon
No,
gets
3
Tempai, he's
so.
going to jam.
What is that? 3 so Suji.
Mhm.
So
It doesn't deal into Penchon too frequently. It could deal into 2/4 so Kanchan, though.
Oh,
Beach.
well, are we gonna go for it? We are gonna go for it.
They're holding an anko of each other's weight. That's hilarious. Simon's weight completely dead. There is one 7-pin in the wall, but if Simon draws it, he can con.
Was always the worst. Just so you know, I have your entire weight right here.
Pin. That's gonna
I
give
mean, what are you
Matthew
gonna
one
do?
more
It was
Seita.
like fourth draw Ricci. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean...
Oh, there it is. Well, you just
There
have
it
to
is.
con.
Power play. There it is.
That is hilarious. And Viet has to sweat one more tile. But that's not Kasigi.
Home.
Will pass.
Ooh, and the door was we're double door now.
Yeah, I tries to make a play for it now
Yeah,
with 4
yeah,
Dora.
4 Dora. Yeah, they're not gonna make it. Lots of cons in this series. Lots of cons.
I love that it goes to Ryukoku and they can look at each other's hand and just Spider-Man pointing beam.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, there's been like what 5, 6, 7, like 7 cons this series already,
And they've
A
all
lot.
been like really important cons too.
right?
Incredibly relevant and
Exactly. Like not just like random cons, like good cons.
you know, the con mechanic is always such a volatile one that you don't really want to do it unless you really know what you're doing, when you know you're making a solid play. And all of these cons have been super solid. It's been
Right.
awesome to see. Another really strong high pie for Viet though. Looking for the Chun.
Home.
And Simon's gonna just call instantly into Tenpai. 1/4 pin is super strong, although 4 tiles left in the wall. That one is gonna come out. Just doesn't fit in that hand.
Yeah,
You
it's
could
only
hold it as a pair
1,000.
candidate.
Oh no, wait, I was wrong.
Yeah, it's 1,000, but there's also what 4 Homba and 4 Ricci sticks.
Right. I was gonna say it's 1,000, and then I was like, wait, no, it's basically a Mangan because you have all the extra points that were out there almost.
Very close, like
So
62. Just a
yeah,
lot of value for a very small
I mean,
hand.
enough to get me above 30,000. So.
Right? And Simon will be very pleased. Matthew will be a little less pleased, but still, again, one more chance where most sumos will bring Simon below. Only the cheapest of sumos will not be the case there. In all last now, the dealer, decides to forego the Dora acceptance in favor of holding all the potential shapes.
Home.
And we're going to see a call here straight
Yeah.
into Ishantan.
I'll say I don't see a reason why you would pass the white call there, so makes sense.
Who's got the most competitive option here?
Mm.
On the right, it looks very slow.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of value across the board. Just kind of a lot of pinfu type hands here.
Across the table, Simon probably pretty happy to win just about anything, but he does have an Itsu out.
I imagine Simon being in second would probably be okay with just about anything too, just to secure the second.
Oh, hang on a second. There's a second Dora for Matthew. Oh, and these shapes are getting weird.
You might as well throw the 1 pin, right? No.
I think Matthew might consider moving with a 1 pin and then the 9-9 in the future to make a Tanyao shift, especially if you can call the 8 pin.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it seems weird you throw the 2 first. I was like, I think I'd do the Tanyao shift first, being in first, but we'll see.
Oh, there's the 8 pin draw.
Or there's the third door.
That's just Ishanten. Could 1 pin, 3 pin, could 9 so. Goes with a 3 pin first. And we're looking at a future in Totsu 8. I definitely like cutting the 1-3 block. Even though the 2 pin does look kind of live, at least from the dealer's perspective.
A lot of awkward
Beach.
draws
Oh, and there's the
here.
Tenpai 4-7 with Dora 3. Can Matthew capitalize here? Again, sumo is not just the Mangan. with Hanuman chance if Ura is hit. Oh, Patsumo forget the Ura.
Big win.
That's already Hane, who needs the Ura. And that
Gets
will
Uradora, but it doesn't matter.
plus 12,000 points, plus 5 points of Uma, and Matthew another 40,000 point first place, plus 43.6 here. And Simon will dip below 30k, take a minus 2.7 second, yet then minus 10.9 third, and I negative 30 points in fourth. Oh, this was just Matthew's day. Absolutely could not miss all day long. Always a very scary to play, befitting of the Armel champion of 2023. And with that finish, we will have a new leader in A1. Again, we do not have the statistics for you just yet, but plus 84.3 and 2 games for Matthew, sitting atop the standings. No one's played more than 2 games so far in A1, but we anticipate seeing those numbers filling out over the next week or so. Well, with that thrilling conclusion, we will look to some of the other games that are going on around the league. How is it looking in terms of games that have finished lately? Have we had?
I was kind of scrolling through just to see if there was anything interesting going on. There was another Rinshan.
Oh, a second Rinshan?
Yeah, there was a B1 Richi Rinshan Sumo Sanshoku Dora.
Wow.
Ura.
Was that for Baimon then?
No, Hanuman.
Hanuman, okay, just the 7 Han then.
Yeah, just 7. But wow, two Rinshans one night. Oof. A lot of big 40 plus 45 plus 50. A lot of big firsts going on, it looks like.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of those numbers.
Ooh, and a plus 77 for Tucker in B2.
Oh, wow. So Tucker, perhaps rising now in the B2 division. Must have had an insane game. A Yakuman, perhaps?
No, but let's see. 1, 2, 3 Hanumans.
Oh
3
my
Hanuman
goodness.
Sumos.
We thought Matthew was having the night.
Yeah, that'll do it. Three Hanumans.
Two of them were dealer Hanes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty disgusting. Maybe they'll be playing more. I want to take a second to see.
I'll say let's see who's playing here. See, there's an A2 game that just started. There's a B3 game about to start.
Okay, so I guess we'll hold for the start of one of those games. Do you have a preference for which table you'd like to see?
Let's see, the A2 game that just started looks like it could be a good one.
Okay, I'm recognizing some names that I'm very familiar with. Of course, Daniel recently promoted into A2. Steven recently getting back into A2 with a pretty dominant performance in B1 last season. Andre, well-known Richinomi player, and Rachel, of course, everyone knows Rachel as well from the Pacific Mahjong League. It does look like a really exciting matchup to watch. Usually, things... Oh, they've started already.
Yeah, they just 4 minutes ago. It looks.
Yeah, I thought it was in 4 minutes. I was gonna wait until they started to hop in, but I guess we should be hopping in right now. I believe this might be their 4th game of the series. Maybe you can check that.
I can go look real quick, see if they've already played today.
Chi. Gong.
We already missed a win from Daniel. Gets a second one, double tone on the Dora Itsu as well.
Yeah, this would be their 4th game. Yep.
Okay. Let me go ahead and hop in some names.
All right, let's take a look here. Ooh, dealer, interesting here. Yep, looks like.
Apologies for the
Yeah.
lag. We're back.
Looks like dealer already had one big win, or no, 2 wins.
Boom.
The
And
second
has
one was
has a
the full
nice
Mangan.
yeah, it has a nice hand here. Could keep this going.
Boom.
But let's see. Rachel's gonna try to shut it down with a cheap hand. Let's see what else we got going on. Anyone else?
Boom.
The sheets for Hanamandre pretty good across the
Yeah,
table.
yeah. Andre's got a shot maybe here if we can draw. Not that. Well, maybe.
Boom.
Yeah. Now we need the 3-pin. We'd have a good shot at it here. Oh, a little bit of lag.
We're being
Still.
a couple calls for both players, still seeking that final block.
Yeah, everyone's like 1 or 2 away here. 8. I think that's quite. Nope.
Yeah, probably deciding between the 5 mon and the 8 mon. 5 mon
Right.
cut twice, so not particularly useful here.
Draws the 4th white dragon. We'll just hang on to that. It's been a con night.
Yeah,
It's been a con kind of night.
if Rachel has been looking at the results as they've come in, she's seen a couple Rinshans already.
Oh, there we go. Tempo for the dealer now.
Yeah, although this Tenpai does not have a Yaku, it's still good to be Tenpai.
Right. Doesn't have a Yaku, but
Oh, okay. There was
now
efficient.
it
Wow.
Boom.
So it
throws
was
the 3 at
efficient.
just the right time.
It was efficient just then for Rachel to con, but decides to cut the 3 even first. As a result, it doesn't deal in here,
Right.
and instead we'll get the win. Unless
Yeah.
Daniel's worried about this door, it's not a good tile, and he bails out.
Oh, it is Dora. I bet if it wasn't Dora, it would have come out. But
Oh,
since
absolutely.
it's Dora, yeah.
Let's see if
And
Andre
there,
makes the same read.
same thing here. Yep, makes the same read. Makes sense.
Okay, so we're dancing again.
Yep. One still out there somewhere? Yeah, one still out there.
3 mon also available, correct? There's one in the right and one in the wall. So Daniel can find his way back into Tenpai and Dora Tonki.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 5s are dead, so only 1 8 left on that. Wait. 1 draw left.
Yeah, Andre's just out. Rachel holds
Nope.
Tenpai. Daniel doesn't find it. We'll need to call Pon here, but I don't think Steven's going to give him a tile to call.
Nope.
And that means we are going to Yukyoku. 1 player Tenpai. And Daniel sees the 8-pin deal and says, you know what? It was cheaper for me to be no 10. Nice fold. Go to East 2.
All right, East 2, and East is Dora. But the only person who had one just threw it out. Says, nope, never mind, don't want it.
Oh.
And is regretting it now. That would have been real nice actually.
Yeah. I'm always a little bit worried about the Dora. So it's nice to get it out of the way. Don't have to worry about the threat of dealer having 5 Han to start the game.
Exactly.
But...
I mean, it made sense why he threw it. It's like, look, why she threw it. It's like you throw it out, make sure the dealer doesn't have it. Okay, I can actually play my hand.
Right.
And it wasn't really efficient in my hand anyway. And then it feels bad when you draw the second one and you're like, well,
because that's my playstyle, that happens to me a lot more
yeah.
than I'm happy with.
But I'm sure there's plenty of other times when you're like, no, I'm just gonna hold on to it, and then you never draw the pair. So
Right, and then you're just stuck with it forever, and you have to fold.
yeah,
That's almost worse.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, Daniel with a very efficient hand now sitting Ishanten. Perfect. Ishanten even. Oh, wait, that's not a diamond. That's a shabo. Well, that's good enough. Nine mon, 9 pin would be excellent. And now we've got our perfect Ishanten if we want it.
Chi.
Holds for the Ipeco draw, which is kind of cute here. The issue is the 8 pin has come out twice already, so not the most efficient of shapes. And I think if Daniel gets Tempai with the 3 mon or 6 mon, he might even just willingly choose the Shabo. The 9 pin looks kind of amazing right now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You do lose Pinfu though. Pinfu's nice.
Pinfu is nice. Ooh, 8 so. Well, there's the 7 pin. What do we do now?
Okay, we'll start with a 9. We're back to that perfect Ishanten again.
Right.
Ishanten as
Ooh,
well
good
for the
draw
dealer.
there. Good draw for Rachel there.
Oh, that's into Tempai. I won't take this Ricci though. Doesn't like the look of the twice cut 7 pin, 7 mon rather. That's a funky draw for Andre. We'll hold it. Temp I finally found for Daniel. It would be a 7 pin,
Yeet.
9 mon Shabo. Just slams it. Whereas that doesn't deal into Rachel here. This is rather Andre thinking about the Chi and lets it pass. Rachel no Yaku just yet.
Ooh, the 6 mon. Do we take the 6 mon
Beachy.
instead?
Yeah, the
we
7
are
mon's
gonna do
completely,
that.
almost completely gone, so it's not the greatest of weights.
So 6 and 4. So there's one of the 6s. The other one is still on the wall, and there's 1 4 left. So 2 tiles to win there.
Steven making the Mega Mawashi now can cut 3 pin, 6 pin, draw around the 6 mon, and still find a Tempai, but there aren't that many tiles around the 6 mon left. All the 5's
Yeah.
gone, all the 8's
Only
gone.
has one draw left. So
Oh, that's
Well-
Tempai.
oh
Do you dare jam it? It's not a good tile. It's such a bad tile, but your Tempai's dealer. And he folds.
Yeah.
We've seen some good folds out of A2. Looks to the board and says, yep, that would have dealt in. This is...
Yeah, I mean it was only for Tanya, right? So it's like, do I fight for Tanya value?
We'll try to just collect the sticks in the next hand. And, you know, we saw this last season as well. In A2, a player is being very cautious and avoiding dealing in. It's like really tight in A2, and then it gets a little looser in A1, which you're willing to jam. It's kind of interesting the way it's worked out the past couple of seasons. But as is, that means there's 2 Ricci sticks and 4 Homebun here in East 3.
Mm-hmm. May have had an influence on Rachel just instantly calling the South there. Says, I got my Yaku, and we'll just worry about getting everything, getting the rest of my tiles later. But we do have a very nice looking hand on the left, Steven.
A very pretty Dian Shanten for Pinfu, maybe Tanyao.
Chi.
Rachel with a call advantage, though. Ishanten now.
Yep. And then...
That's a great draw.
Ooh, yep.
Not Pinfu, but Ishanten, and that's going to be another call for Rachel, I imagine.
Chi.
Yep.
Rimon Tempai.
Yep. And now everyone going, is this just the 1,000 point hand, or is there a sneaky door in there somewhere? How hard do I want to try to fight against that?
The extra sticks in the middle make it give you a lot of incentive to fight, even if there is a door in that hand, or even a door pair. You're not really expecting the hand to be worth more than 3,900 plus the 1,200 from Homba. Ooh, do we swap to a Tonki? Rachel says yes, of course. And wins!
Okay then.
This is the power of Rachel. I feel like most players would cut the 4-mon and wait on the more terminal 2-mon, just because more tiles that are more central are easier to use in other people's hands, and the terminal tiles are harder to use. But instead cuts the 2-mon, baiting the pawn into the 4-mon discard for the win. That is almost as if she could see Daniel's hand there.
A lot of pairs in this high pie across the board. Always awkward when you start with 2 or 3 pairs in your hand.
Yeah, we'll see how the players react. On the left in particular, Andre's got 4 pairs, but can just draw the 7 so for Ipeko Tempai. And
Yeah.
now you've got to drop the 6-mon. You don't lose the
6-mon,
door
yeah.
draw, you can still slide with the 2-mon cut if you draw the 5-mon. But the 1-1-3-5-5 shape is a really efficient shape. You can accept anything 1 through 5 except for the 3 itself and be Tempai. Rachel working her way towards a Tanyo now.
Yeah, everyone else just mostly playing terminals out.
Steven Ishantan alertly holding on to this 1 pin. You look at that 3, 4, 5, 5, 6 shape and think, it's just the 4, 7 pin for Diamond. But holding the 1 pin on the outside actually accepts the 2 pin as well.
Oh, interesting. We're gonna call and go Honitsu.
Each.
Okay, Andre making the Honitsu play, the greedy play. We're going to see a Ricci from Daniel on Chitoi. Oh, the 8!
Don't.
Rachel gets Tempai and drops what should be the safer tile, but not when it's a Chitoi with 2 Dora and the Ipatsu as well. That's going to be a Hanuman. Daniel taking those points right back.
Yep, there was the sneaky player with 4 pairs, drew more pairs, and ended up working out.
Yeah, Chitoi with Dora 2, so powerful. Fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on whose perspective, there's no...
Alright, calm down with this high pie now, come on.
This is pretty crazy. It's Ishanten already.
With a Dora.
And Tanyo chances, good Tanyo chances.
Yeah, good Tanyo
Could even
chances.
have called that for Tempai if he wanted to. It's the crazy call the 6-0, wait on the 6-0.
Yeah, just wait on the last 6-0. I'm sure it'll come out. It's fine.
Right. 3-0 as well, of course. But I think Daniel has more than 2,900 in mind. He wants to slam a Ricci here from the Sishanten.
Right.
Ideally drawing the 4-0 or the 9-0. Preferably the 4, though, for Tanyo. Or the 7. This weight is insanely wide. Do you know what this weight is?
Each.
I should have turned the weights off. It's like a double diamond.
Wow.
The 3-6-5-8 Ura-san Diamond! Oh my goodness, we are witnessing something pretty miraculous here from Daniel. 79,500 is just South 1. Oyabai.
Oof.
Yeah, feeling pretty good about passing that early Tempai call, huh?
Yeah, I think so. That was the correct decision.
No more Ura-san. And what? We're Ishanten already with Ipeko?
He's at it again. Alright, Ishanten already. Just need a connector tile.
Another chance where you can call the South if it comes out for Tempai with a Yaku, but okay, this Kanchan, not as good as the other weights we've had. And Daniel says, you know what? I want more.
Yeah, exactly. You want the 6 pin here, right? You just draw the 6 pin. You just draw a door, and then everything's great.
While we're drawing perfectly, we might as well draw the 6 pin. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Exactly. Just draw the 6 pin.
Rachel aggressively toy here. Just prematurely cutting the 7, so it gets the 6 into Tempai. Oh, and the 7!
Uh-oh.
A little dangerous. That's gonna come out. Toy Yakuhai. You know what? Daniel's got the points to spare. It's okay.
It's fine.
Sozu actually looked kind of a little dangerous there. Normally you don't cut the 7 so from a 6-6-7 when you're going for Honitsu, but there's the possibility, of course.
All right, come on. What is this? What are these high pies? Come on.
Give me some of these.
Four nines on the left. 2 greens, 2 wests on the right.
Oh, Andre has that con for +1 Han if he wants it. That 32 Fu con. A lot of players will just con that right from the get-go, but he had a couple tiles that weren't doing so much in that hand, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd wait like a turn or two and see what else I can draw. Ooh, Itsu chance now for the dealer. We dropping.
Gives away the
No.
9.
No, we're just gonna play efficient. Fair enough.
Efficient Pinfu.
We're the dealer. We're just gonna play efficient.
강,
There's the con into
There's the con.
Ishantan. Can't accept the new Dora Tuso now, although Daniel holding one of those on the left. A great draw for Rachel.
Ooh, 5. Very nice. 6 pin also gives us options. Besides
Boom.
the... We're just gonna take the quick win.
Yeah,
We already have 70.
when you have that pair Diamond combo, a lot of times it's better to cut one of the isolated pairs, like the 4-mon. But
Yeet.
Daniel said was choosing to play as the maximum number of blocks. So difference in play style. Now though, kind of just want to get out against this Ricci.
Yeah. I'm already in first. I've got 74,000 points. I'll just be happy with that.
Yeah, Andre really needs this sumo now. Ricci plus sumo plus 1 Han for the terminal con. If you
Yeah,
can
make a
find
Dora while you're at it.
Right, if you can find the Dora, that's a Mangan. Oh, there's
Oh.
the Dora. Not a
Out.
sumo, but 2 chances. Misses on both. 2 and 70. Or 4,500. That's one of the rare ones.
But mix up some ground. Has a shot here. It's South 3.
Yeah,
Try to get back into second, maybe.
Oh my goodness. Has the Dora pair too. And that's Yaku. And we saw Rachel get rid of that early before. That's not even value for her now, so she might do that as well. Steven probably gonna have trouble using that East.
Yeah, they're both, the other 2 East are isolated in the hands there, so.
The one saving grace might be that Daniel's clearly going for some type of Honitsu. A lot of times you do that when you've got the Dora, so that might cause these players to be cautious about dropping the East out.
Yeah, not quite confirm. It's still a little early to confirm that that's a Honitsu, but it may be in the back of people's minds here.
Right,
and
could
of course,
just be
the
a
longer it
Yakuhai,
goes,
but...
yeah, the longer it goes, the more suspicious it seems.
Well, now you have to wonder what the dealer's doing with that 1-2-3 chi. That also looks like it could be out those King.
Yep, we did make it to the Honitsu.
Boom.
Yep, call that. Yep. Waiting on the 9.
It's so isolated. Yeah. Forget Honitsu, this is just Chinitsu, full Mangan. And Rachel's got the 9, so it's got to come out.
But now it definitely looks like, yeah, it's pretty obvious now that it's probably Honitsu or Chinitsu, one or the other. So I doubt East is going to be coming out.
Ooh, that's a wider weight, but the 9 so was really sneaky.
2-5. Yeah, but again, it's pretty. The discards are telegraphing that pretty hard. It's like I don't think anyone's going to be dealing in. So we just take the way we get more tiles, more draws.
Yeah, if Andre draws the 2-pin or calls the 2-pin, he might be dealing in. Just because he's in 4th, kind of has to fight. Rachel keeps trying. If she gets Suanko, I mean, that's an excuse to fight.
That's true.
These players are walking the tightrope right now. Everyone except for for Steven, who's just decided to get out.
No, there's no way. Yeah.
Because we're reliant on the East here, that 4-pin really does nothing for the hand. Or at least not as much as this 5-so is doing. Oh, there's the 2-pin! And Andre might be in trouble here. Dodges! He says no!
Yeah, I was gonna say, nah, I don't, yeah, that 5 is scary. 5 is scary. And then we still have to get the East, and yeah, it's 2 or 3 draws left. Playing it safe.
Oh, Tupin now. So Andre's
Yep.
completely safe. And only 4 draws remain. Steven and Rachel just have to get through
Con.
one more. Con. So that means Rachel is the last discard here. And oh no!
Dong.
On the wow, okay.
On Hote turns into a Baimon.
Was that a Tenpai draw? Must have been a
Uh,
Tenpai draw. Otherwise, I don't
It
see
was,
why you would
it was
drop the
just
2 there.
Ishunten. Maybe had a brief moment of forgetting that that wasn't the Suwanko Tempai just yet. But that means that it's now Rachel who needs to come back now, and she's got the dealership. That's the big opportunity to do so.
Ooh,
A
90,000.
Chitoi maybe now that you've drawn a Dora.
And has double south. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh yeah, it's
Already
Boom.
shut it.
Daniel double south. I mean, can he make it to 100,000? A Hanuman would do that.
Hanuman? Nah, I don't think you get Hanuman out of that. Unless
need-
you reach it, you'd
yeah.
get Dora 3 or something.
It would definitely take a Ricci.
Yeah. Would you even reach in that?
I mean, honestly, Daniel can do whatever he wants. He's
Well,
got this
I guess
many
that's
points.
it's like at this
Boom.
position, what don't you just Dama and take whatever points you get? But it's also like, well, I mean, surely with the luck I've been having, I might as well just do it.
Daniel can deal into a Yakuman and still get first.
Yeah.
And notably, he passes the 7 so call for Tempai. He does want to Ricci.
Dealing into a Yakuman and still getting first instead of being in the opposite position, which has happened to me twice, where I win a Yakuman and still get last.
Well, that's a good draw. Nice Ishunten now from Daniel. I wonder at what point he decides to call, if at all. Oh, Rachel will call, make the Toy play.
Gonna call Green Dragon. It's already been dropped once. Ooh, 4. That's helpful.
5-mon also completely live too, so Rachel's got some chances here. The problem is she's going to probably end on Dora Tonki, and the 1-mon is held twice by Steven. Hey, are we feeling it? No.
No.
Not that much.
I already got 90,000 points. So.
But hey, that was the chance for a Hanuman. You turn it into a con, you flip yourself Dora 4, you
Yeah.
Ricci, you win a Baimon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's Tempai. Just choosing the
Yeah.
Dama here.
Just gonna Dama.
Kang.
There's
Oh,
a con.
no.
Okay.
This one
Okay.
suddenly became super scary, and that helped Steven so much.
7. Nope. That doesn't work. 3 pen.
Oh, it comes
Dome.
out. Andre wants the Dora. That 2-mon does nothing for him. It'll be 2,600 to end the game. So it'll be... I mean, really, the only thing we have to look at is the big winner, Daniel.
Yep.
82.6.
2.6.
Remember we saw Matthew was just absolutely killing an A1? Daniel got Matthew's scores in one game. Just insanity.
Crazy.
And now I wonder what would have happened with the Ricci and the con, the extra con. But I suspect Andre would have played a little bit more cautiously about that hand. There was a Ricci on the table.
All right, let's scroll through the game, see if anything else fun happened while we were watching that exciting game.
Yeah, as you're looking, I just want to point out that at the end of this series then, it is Stanley in the lead with a 69.6, 2 firsts and 2 seconds. Andre, who achieved a 3rd place in this game, is 2nd place. And Daniel is 3rd place overall. 4th place, with Rachel falling behind in 5th. So 2 of the players we saw, 3 of the players rather that we saw here up at the top.
Ooh,
And-
we just had
Yeah, what do you got for us?
we just had 2 games start a minute ago. There's a C1 game and a B3 game.
Okay,
If we want to go to one of those,
let's hop into the B3.
sounds good to me. So let's say we did a couple of A ranked games. Let's go. Let's check in on the other side and see what's going on in the lower divisions.
Yeah, I have really no preference between the two, but the B3 is the one that started most recently, so we'll be able to catch more of that game.
And it looks like we caught the exciting table. Most of the other tables that played, nothing too out of the ordinary. It looks like.
Actually,
Hopefully, if something really amazing happens, somebody will ping us.
oh yeah,
So we can...
absolutely. If you would have Yakuman, let us know. We want to see it. It looks like we're still in East 1 in this C1 game, so I think that's a totally fine place to start.
All right,
Boom.
let's take a look here.
We've got a
Second
Ricci on the board
row.
already.
Ricci on the board.
And these are a bunch of players that I'm
And-
not very familiar with, so it'll take me a second to go ahead and put up these names. But for the time being, it is our first dealer is Daniel. On the right, Steven. Across the table, Jake. And on the left, Brendan.
Okay. Ooh, the dealer. That's a good tile for the dealer. Red Dragon hasn't come out yet. Might. Yep, and it's Dora, so that's not gonna come out. And we can throw East here probably. Lay 8's also safe, that's true. 7. Oh. So let's throw the 7 back.
This is a really quality weight. It
Yeah.
feels like if the one so is ever drawn,
Sumo.
just like
Oh,
this,
just sumo it.
you'll win.
Just sumo it. Yeah. Yeah, just sumo. That's fine.
Ricci
sumo.
Sumo.
No urge though.
And that will send us into East 2. Okay, and we'll take this opportunity. So pardon the lag. Oh, you know what? Some of the players we actually don't have listed just yet.
That's alright. Ooh, we got Red Dragon Dora again. No pair ups though. Decision time for the player on the right. Do we go for Honitsu? Probably not with an Anko of 2s. And then Pen. Probably just holding out for an East Yakuhai there.
Boom.
Dealers looking to try to get Pinfu somehow.
Boom.
Turns out a lot of these players in this game are actually new to the league, so I don't have names to be able to put up here. But
That's good. We'll get to see
Boom.
how some of the newcomers are doing.
Boom.
Seems to be pretty standard so far. Nothing too crazy.
oh, absolutely. Door Dragon is always a little bit interesting to see how players handle it.
Chi.
Currently the only one drawn by Brendan, and he's holding on to it, planning to.
No,
make
there's
use of it.
2. There's one in the dealer's hand and
Oh,
one
you're right.
across the way there.
I missed
Which
you.
they've had since they started. They both started with 1. So they both decided to just it's not coming out of my hand at least until I'm Tenpai, and then we'll see.
Yeah, and 2 in the wall means that whoever pairs it up first is going to have a significant advantage.
Kang.
Ooh, Khan, that is spicy.
Khan with 6. Got an extra door out of it.
Looking for a pair as well.
Yep,
This
looking for a pair.
this-
5. Just drop the north here. Yep.
The 5-6 shape a little bit weakened by the fact that the Forso's gotten called, but if you can find the last Forso, you're going to have an amazing weight. And nice keep across the way, holding on to that 5 mon. This allows us to chi into Doratanki now.
Yep.
Ooh, well, this is Tempai. Do we dare drop the door now? And
Ooh.
yes.
We decided, yep, now is the time.
Unfortunately, there's no call, so we're actually feeling very comfortable now.
Right. It would have been a little scary if somebody called, ooh, 6. Yep, now we just wait on the 4.
Yeah, this is the awkward way to get Tempai because there's only 1-4 left.
Yeah.
But it's not.
There's other things you could draw that help.
Oh, like calling the 6,
Possible.
for
Boom.
example. Oh, great
Like
call.
calling the 6. Yep.
Now 5, waiting on 3 would be amazing. 3 waiting on 5.
3 waiting on 5.
Not bad either.
Yeah, not terrible. It's the door indicator. Is the only
Oh,
real
no!
problem. Oh, chose the wrong one.
Always choose Sanzo. This is the Arma lesson that we've learned from years of experimentation.
Ooh, do we take this?
Oh, maybe 4-6. Seems pretty efficient. We'll go with the 3 instead. Nice dodge.
Right,
I probably would
okay.
be dealing in here. How does the east look? Oh, it's called. Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, East has been called, so we're fine.
It looks like our dealer is going to be able to escape here using the 5 so as the pair, perhaps.
2 mon, yeah, probably. We'll stick with that. Uh-oh.
Dong.
The 4-bot does come out, and it is Yakumin. I believe that's Brendan taking the win.
Yeah, just gonna be 1,000 points. So not terrible.
Yeah, really
Ooh.
shuts down the threat of that Toy Tora 3 Yakuhai hand. That was a Hanemon for Jake.
Another couple of interesting high pies here. Double south, but not on the right player. Double north, but not on the right player. But we do have the red dragon we can call. And that would be Honitsu as well, so... Probably the quickest, theoretically the quickest hand, but... Player on the right could also get spicy here with the right draws. In fact, I bet you the 5-pin comes out. Nope. 2 mon. Decides to reject the 2 mon.
Right, so we've got all the players in now. I'm using Brett instead of Brendan because that's the closest name I have in my inventory.
He's probably regretting throwing the Monzu now, I think.
Yeah, maybe there was some hope for more callable
Boom.
shapes in your Honitsu, but still we have all the blocks we need for Itsu Honitsu Dora 1, which is quite strong. And Brendan with the
Chi.
warp and call for Chinitsu. Oh, second call. Could even be Chinitsu
Boom.
Toy at this point.
Yeah, I think it's just Shinitsu here.
All right.
And then we're going to call
Boom.
this is going to get called. Then you throw the east. And then you're waiting for 3 mon Itsu. Honitsu.
Yeah, unlucky for Daniel across
And
the
1
table.
door.
That 3 mon is floating. Unless he connects to it, that will be coming out and dealing in. Oh, that's the
Yeet.
connection. That's the best
There it
connection.
is. That's the one we needed.
Draws the door. Richi, Pinfu, Tanyao, Dora.
258.
Huge weight. Oh, the 3. But it's hard not to jam the
Dong.
Chinitsu, and that's going to deal into
Yeah.
dealer Mangan. 12,000 points for Jake.
And it gets the Dora, but I don't think that matters.
Yeah, honestly,
There's
the
enough
3
to
mon,
either way.
it didn't look that bad against the dealer after cutting 2-4-6 mon.
Right.
Maybe that was the vision from Jake. He just saw the hand that it was going to be in the future and disguised it well. Another brilliant high pie for dealer.
Yeah. Yeah, just draw the east and you're sitting pretty here.
This is two-way. This is Ishanten. But if you draw a connector to the 7-mon, then it's going to look a lot better.
Home.
We'll call the double tone for Tempai, waiting on the 5 pin. Double East Door 1 is 5,800 points plus 300 of Homba. But Jake will look to improve this weight.
Oh, there's the third 5 for player on the left, though. It's going to be hard to finish that off.
Yeah, Steven on the left will have an interesting choice in the future. You know, he might want Ipeco, and then the 5 pin will have to come out most likely.
Yeah.
Kind of a wait and see though for now.
Yeah. It won't be coming out soon. I don't think. I think it'll be a little bit, but it might.
Yeah, because we're lacking a pair right now, that Onko really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great draw for Brendan now. 3-sided in the Monzu. Kind of interesting choice. You can go 3-so, you can go 7-mon. 7-mon
I
is
think we do
probably the
7 mon.
best.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. 8 pin. No, I don't see a reason to con that. All right, there we go. 3, 4.
Oh, that encourages the 5 to come out.
Don't.
Steven sees the completed 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 and views the 5 as extraneous, cuts it out. You can still hold on to that in some worlds, like for example, if you draw a 2 pin or another 5 pin. But
Yeah, I would have dropped the white dragon there, I think, but
there's
might
a
have been. Go ahead.
oh yeah, there's a lot of incentive to just sort of mentally lock in your block and
Right, well, could be going with the opposite strategy of the 5 is more dangerous later, so I'll get rid of it now. And turns out someone who was waiting on it.
yeah, when they're just waiting on it
Well,
already, there's not much you can do. We got that weird situation now where dealer wants the white dragon, and the player crossed also wants the white dragon.
The dealer also wants East, and so does the player across the way. I mean,
And it may be a while before either of these players makes progress.
yeah. We're just gonna be double mochi mochi. That'd be fun.
Yeah, if dealer draws the east, then it's almost guaranteed that neither player wins.
Chi.
Yeah. No, we are gonna call the 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're just gonna do Chanta. Okay.
Home.
Sure.
Yeah, Chanta's an out. Chanta's a way for Jake to win this hand without relying on the Haku.
Mm-hmm. And now we just wait for it. Well,
8-so draw is a little bit of a problem, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I would have just stuck. I would have just threw the 8-so back because
Chi.
you need the white to be your pair at this point. I think.
Although
So you need to see which 9 you're gonna get if you're gonna get the 9 mon. Well, I guess the 9s have just came out. Well, no, that was before. That was after he dealt out the 8. The 9s came out.
To be fair, like Jake's still expecting to see the Haku eventually, so then the 8-so is a totally valid pair. Well, there's the 9, so now we're completely
There's a
safe.
9. Now we swap back. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, the 9 pin here is probably the best cut to allow yourself the Haku Pon into Tempai and allow yourself the 7-so Chi into Tempai.
Yeah.
But we also have Tempai for Daniel across the way.
All right. Now we could do either. Yeah.
Oh wow, going for the Honitsu. So this is the greedy option. Wait, that's not.
No,
Honitsu.
we have the 1, 2, 3 already.
Yeah,
so
I forgot about that.
It's just either way. It's. Do we want the 3? Do we want to wait on the 3 pin or the 7-so?
Yeah, it's still a little bit greedier because it allows you to call the Haku and get Chanta, but unfortunately, the Haku's locked away. In the meantime, Daniel's looking for the 4 pin. For Mon door, which is completely live. Maybe a Mangan.
Yeah, we get the door or the white. Either way, we get another Yaku or another Han out of it. So
Ishanten here for Brendan on the right. Could have tossed the 7-so and holding the 3-4-4, but what he saw was that he's 50-10 on the 2-so and didn't like the looks of that. So went ahead and took the second most efficient option that avoided the 50-10.
Ooh, good draw there.
Yeah, Ipeco on the left for Steven.
Uh-huh. Ipeco or Chitoy, depending on what we get next. Or Rion. Or Rion. Yeah.
Could we actually see a Gianpeko?
It could be Ron Pieko.
地
There's 1-7 Mon left in the wall. In the meantime, dealer has waltzed their way back into Chanta Tempai.
Try again. Twice cut already.
At this late stage of the game, it might be good for players to just call their way into Tempai, even if it doesn't have a Yaku. Like, I think I would call this if I was Brendan. Sure, it doesn't have any value for us, but we only have like 3 draws remaining. And being Tempai is at least worth 1,000 points or more.
So, yeah, it depends. Somewhere between 1,000 to 3,000. If you're not the only one, if you're the only one not in Tempai, then you have to pay out 3,000. So it could be up to 3,000 points.
Well, but this is going to give the win to Jake. Daniel draws a 3-pin. It's relatively inexpensive, but that will allow Jake to continue the dealership here.
Ooh, throws the Dora. Interesting. I guess wants Chanta again.
Yeah, sees Chanta, says, let's go. Who needs Dora when you've got the best Yaku? There's maybe some debate about whether Chanta is or is not the best Yaku, but
it's hard to work with. It's hard to work with, but sometimes some hands that's all you got. Okay,
hang
now
on a
we're
second.
just this could be Chitoy now. I'm gonna be mad.
Chitoy, Toy, Suanko. Who knows? Suanko? Excuse me?
Okay. We're cooking now. All right.
Yeah, lots of players cooking. Brendan on the right drew pair of Dora, has a chance at Ipeko. Toyman across the table, Daniel is doing quite well. That is Ishanten with potential Dora acceptance as well. On the left, that is also Ishan. It is indeed Ishanten for Tanya with Dora.
Yeah, almost everyone is like 1-2 away at the end of first row.
Oh my goodness, this could actually happen. Hang on a second.
Ooh, all right. Yeah.
The
All
East
right.
just came out, so that meant that Jake didn't have the opportunity to call it, leaving Suanko as a possibility.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but Tepai on the left.
1
This is going to be slammed. 2 choices for the
Tepai
way.
on
You
the
cut
left.
2-so or you cut the 8-so. The 2-sos come out twice, so maybe the 5-8's better.
Yeah, probably cut the 2 here.
The 3-so looks really good, but you don't know that the dealer's holding on to 3 of them. Oh, we'll take the 2-3. Wait, there's only 2 tiles remaining for this. Oh, that's Tepai, though. He just got a chase.
Okay, yeah.
Still
I
chance
mean,
for
East-
Sanonko on Sumo.
I mean, yeah, one East somewhere likely to come out because it's gonna get hung in someone's hand.
Right? 3 tiles for Jake. 2 tiles for... Oh, there's the East.
There's the East. Do we read the danger? No.
It's hard to read. The East just came
It's-
out not too long ago.
Yep, definitely hard to read it, but you never know. If it does come out, no Uradora, so...
This is one of
Gonna
those hands
be-
that's a foo counting exercise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that was 50 foo, so that ended up being quite a bit still.
Yeah, 9,600 for a 50 foo hand for Jake. Up to 61,000.
Yep, the only player above 30k. But we're only in East 3, so we've got time.
You just gotta wrap it around to your own dealership and then pull off some monster hands, although that's another double East pair.
Yep, another double East pair.
Boom.
Haku call on the left for Steven.
Lots of pairs around the table, actually.
Yeah, some of these hands are kind of hard to figure out. Let's see. On the right, there's 4 pairs, but it could also just be Tanyo. Could be Ipeko. There's a Dora we want to use. Across the table, a little tough to make use of a door here, although it's doable. Another hand that wants to be a Piku. Left, of course, is the Haku call.
5th pair draw now.
Okay, so we might just end up being Chitoy then.
Yeah, or Toy Toy. Or Tanya. Again, all of those are still likely.
Ooh, this is commit. You know, there's a professional player who has a famous saying about, when you're going
Chi.
for Chitoi, hold the Suji tiles like this 6-9.
Uh-huh. Makes sense. Ooh, we did draw Dora across the way there. So we're going to hang on to that.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting to see how the final shape for Daniel's hand works out.
5-pin doesn't call that, so both 5s are out now.
With the 3-mon draw, Brendan's hand can turn back into Tanya, but doesn't want to toss the east here, so it hangs on to that. This 4-so actually looks like a really good tile with all these so tiles coming out from the other hands. Alright, dealer will call the double tone. Still a lot of work to go to make it to Tempai.
Yeah, a lot of work still.
And unfortunately for... Oh. Well, this is a little bit tough call. You cut 7 and then the 5-mon.
Right, yeah, I was going to say 7, I think.
Yeah, good read by Daniel. Oh, there's the Tempai. It's going to be a Doratanki, I
Each.
presume. Richi, Tanyao, Chitoi. Door 2 is a Hanemon.
All the 2s are in hands, though, so only coming out if somebody decides they need to throw it.
Yeah, the 2 might look safer to Toyman, to Utrick, because they've got all these 3s. It's this full Kabe. Like, what shape does the 2 deal into other than a pair or a
I think
shot
the
of
only
killing?
hand it comes out of though
Each.
is dealer's hand because everyone else is just going to use it in their hand.
Yeah, a good read by Daniel, cutting the 5 instead of the 2. You don't have to drop the door there.
Yeah.
Waiting 5-8 pin. 8 pin Genbutsu to the first Richi.
Oh, Con into Renshon? Con into Renshon?
Unfortunately, we can see there's no Rinchan available. Oh, there's the pawn. So we're getting close to the dealer actually dealing in. If they find a Toy Tempai. But the 5 pin is gone. The west is held.
Oh, does the 2 come out here?
No.
Nope, doesn't.
Oh, that take, that was worrying.
Sumo.
Oh, there's the Tsumo. Daniel found a nice one. Richi, Tsumo, Pichu, Dora. And then Udo would be Mangan. Does miss, though. Just 1,326. Well played on all fronts.
Basically Mangan, though, with the extra stuff in the middle.
Yeah, I gotta give props to all the players for reading the shapes around the door as bad and holding on to them and the door itself.
Yep, good strong play. Good strong play. Even from the C1 players.
Absolutely. And it is now Brendan's dealership. Hypai is not bad, 2 away from Tempai. We might even be able to get Pinshu as well if we can draw around the 3-mon or the 4 pin. On the right, that is south, single south call. We're not into the south rounds just yet. But that is a Yakuhai with a Dora as well. Ishantan now for Daniel. Steve across the table, awkward shapes, but we'll work with whatever we can. We'll drop some of these honor tiles for now. On the left, Jake, pretty comfortably in the lead, can afford a bad high pie or 2.
Ooh, lots of good draws for the dealer.
So this is kind of interesting. On the right, it's Tempai already, with south, door 1, potentially door 2. 9 pin a hard to use door as well, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see that come out actually. But if they get the 7 pin, 8 pin, or the 2-so, you could pull for Toy and confirm, guaranteed 2-han instead of relying on the last 9 pin or a 9 pin to come out. But it does come out.
Does come out, so we'll take it. 3,900. It's gonna put us into second place, coming into South 1. So going into second dealership territory now. And that high pie is not good.
Yeah, we might be just hoping
I mean,
for something nice
789,
on
but
Champ here.
789, but you kind of want you kind of want one of them to be finished already. Okay, well,
That helps. That helps a
yeah,
lot.
there we go. That helps. We have one finished, so
And maybe we can find our way towards Junchan or Chanta even.
mhm.
Looks like dealer
Boom.
is just playing this as efficiently as possible.
Yep.
On the
We
right,
got-
Stephen calling the Chun for Chun Dora 1 looks very efficient as well.
Yep, could be very fast. Got good shapes. Across the way, same thing. Got a lot of really good shapes. So we could just drop the one mon here.
Yep, 1-1 seems the best. Oh,
I guess that's fine too. I probably still would have dropped the one there.
one of the benefits of holding on to that 7 is that 4-tile shape, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Mhm.
attracts a lot of tiles to make a really nice shape. Like the 8 pin, you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that beautiful 3-sided shape.
Right.
And if we draw that, or even the 3 pin rather, same thing, then we can cut one of these pairs away and have a pin food as well. As is, we're most likely going to end up on a sneaky 1-pin 6-mon Shampo.
1
Right. Which is yep, right there.
1
Oh, immediate chase.
Immediate chase. We draw 1/4.
Oh, same weight.
So no, one is 1/6 mon and one is 1/4 mon.
Yeah, half the weight is the same.
Yeah, half the weight's the same. So one pin would be double roan.
I would give the slight advantage to Brendan here.
Because we do have double roan for the new players.
Yeah, even
Or
triple
even
roan.
or even triple roan, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those. Ooh, against 2 Richis, this is a tough call. You want to
Yeah.
fight because you have 2 Dora. You can try 8-so and then 6-so. I think that looks good to me.
No, it just rejects it. It says never mind.
Yeah, the Dora, obviously not the tile you want to be cutting. The 3 as well is a little suspicious.
Yep, okay, that saves you. Drop the 8. Nope, drops the 7. Okay.
Yeah, of course 8 not guaranteed to be safe, but you've got a lot of blockers with the 7. And
7
also
already
similarly...
been-
Oh, has it? I might have missed...
No.
Don't.
It hasn't.
Oh, the
that's
one
what I was
pin.
wondering. Ooh, the one. Yeah.
So it was the double roam. Richi Dora no Ura here. And
Richie
Stephen no
Dora,
Ura
and
on
then
the
just
other side.
Richie. Richie Pinfu. Yep, that's right.
Kind of unluckily for Brendan, the first player in drawing order to win the double roam gets the Richi sticks. So
Right.
Brendan...
The person, if you did have head bump on, gets all of the sticks,
Right.
basically.
So he lost 1,000 points and picked up 2,000. That ended up being a net 1,000 point gain. Which is kind of unfortunate. That
All
also can lead to the very funny Winnerichi get 300 points.
Yeah.
Just incredibly sad.
Ooh. Okay. Who's that across the way there?
The Brendan.
Yeah, that's a very interesting hand there.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
very
become
nice.
even more interesting.
Yeah.
Boom.
South definitely most efficient. We kind of want the Itsu, but now we have completed block. We're just headless. So
Yeah, I was just say, you just 100%. You just no, I don't think you call that. No.
doing the due diligence, making sure it's really
Yeah.
not a Tanyao shift or something like that.
Yep.
Oh, good draw for
Always good.
dealer.
I mean, you get 5 seconds to make a decision. It's always good to use the time if you need to.
Yeah, and notably, sometimes if I get the opportunity to call and I already know I don't want to call it, I'll still use the 5 seconds anyway, or some of the 5 seconds to think about other potential factors, especially if there's a Ricci on table and I want to think a little bit more about how I want to defend against that Ricci. I'll get that call, I'll leave calls on and just think about the tile I want to defend with.
Uh-huh.
Because, in a in-person tournament or in-person game, you'll have that time to make your decision. Online, you don't necessarily get all the time you should have, so... It's nice to have that, to leave that opportunity open. Dealer can call into Tempai here.
1
And is going to.
5-8 for
All right,
1,500.
there's our pair now. Do we drop the one?
Ooh, for the
No.
Tanya play. That's kind of interesting. I think the 7 so is just the most efficient.
Yeah, they it's not bad.
Yeah, I
don't
really
hate
like
it.
the 9 so earlier to keep that 8 for the 2-5-8 pull in.
相撲
Oh, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a Tsumo.
Sumo.
Exactly 10 fu is a little unfortunate, but 1,500 to 2,100 is not too big of an exchange of points. So
Yeah, it's all right. We're dealer. We get to go again.
absolutely. Another door drop first tile. Always keep an eye on that.
Yeah, is it? Did we really need that in our hand though?
Most of the times we don't, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times this hand just turns into a Nitsu, but we'll see.
Right.
It's very
I
normal
might
when
I
you
might have waited like 1 or 2 drops.
right,
but
because the
I don't
1 so
hate
is
it.
not so good. The
Yeah.
north is okay, is not so good. But normally when you've
Yeah.
got the 1-4,
Boom.
you're cutting the 1 pretty early, even ahead of the honors a lot of the time.
Right. Yeah, I don't hate it. I'm just saying you could have hung on to it for like maybe 1 or 2 turns just to see if
Yeah.
you get a connector tile.
Yeah, even if I'm not dealer, a lot of times if I have a Yakuhai, I think about the possibility of ending up on a Doratanki, which is without red 5s is one of the easiest ways to get extra
Wait, are
value.
we already 10 pot? No, not quite. Not quite 10 pot.
Looking at
Across
Tormund's
the
hand,
way.
yeah,
Really close though.
yeah, pretty wide Ishunten here.
I mean, if we get the 5 mon, I mean, we're
An uncomfortable tempo now.
yeah, that's a little frustrating. Would have liked the 5 better, but we'll take it.
Oh, good opportunity to call here and get out of the bad tempi.
Ooh, doesn't. And the 1 is going to come out.
Oh, but just Sumo!
Oh,
When you know your next draw is the Formon, why would you call?
Yeah, exactly. Just sumo.
And now we've got a really tight race for second place. It looks like Jake is going to be untouched here in the lead with 1 more dealership remaining, but it is such a tight battle. South 3, everything's up for grabs.
Yeah, if you're in the dealer's position here, you're just like just don't deal in is the most important thing. I would like more points, but as long as I'm not dealing in, I'm probably okay here.
I almost consider South 3 to be a more intense round than South 4, because by the time all last rolls around, you have your condition laid out right in front of you and you know what you have to do in order to accomplish your goal. But in South 3, there's still some variability. You could go up and make your condition easier, you could go down and make your condition harder, and there's almost more decisions in the way that you have to play your hand in South 3 than there's in South 4. Because South 4,
Right.
it's all laid out. You know what you have to do and you just do it.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like saying like the biggest thing here is just to not deal in at all costs, because that dealing in here makes your South 4 way harder. Whereas hopefully, as long as you don't deal in here, your South 4 should be a lot easier. Your win condition.
In particular
So.
for Daniel and Steven, because at least if Brendan deals in, he has a dealership that he can repeat to make up those points. But the other two especially will have more difficulty coming back if it's an expensive deal in.
Looks like we're just going to do Chi Toy across the way.
Yeah, those shapes not really solved there. If we draw 2 so we can think about a normal hand again. Also, the West calls available to us.
I mean, the 2 pen came out was the first test where it's like I could just try to go Toy and say like the 1, the 9, and the West are likely to come out, so we'll just go Toy.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad play. The 9 is called, followed by the West. Could just take the tempi here with a 3-pin cut. And you can still play for Toy afterwards.
Right. Can still go for the Toy play, but we'll go ahead and get into Tempai at least, and then let's see, is that only 1,000? That's if we win, but the battle for second is so hair thin. Even the 1,000 points is a game changer.
If we sumo, we get a little extra value, but just a few hundred.
See, did we go for it?
Oh no!
Nope, doesn't go for it.
I think the West Toy is enough of a value upgrade that I'd like to take that over the uh the kind of awkward
Each.
Shabo is
The second,
also good.
yeah, that's the second one. So I guess is committing to getting the 2 at this point.
We're gonna have a Ricci to contend with now. That's a great Ricci Tanya Dora. This could definitely swing the tides in Steven's favor. Also waiting on the Tuso. Steven cannot deal in here. Oh, 4 is such an ugly draw.
Uh,
But tries it. And it passes the test.
oh yeah, the 7 is Dora, so we don't want to do that.
Oh no! Well, it's Suji now, so okay, we're trying
Right,
it.
right.
And now the 7 can come out of Jake's hand too. He's
Yep.
shot 10. Needs 3, 6, 9.
Oh, there's the 2.
That would be a double roam. But dodges and
Ah,
oh! Can swap with a 1 so cut here, waiting on the 4 so. Good switch.
ooh, finds it. Finds it. 4 is held, but doesn't deal in. So, you know, still a net gain there. Ooh, the 6. Drop 7, 8 pin is pretty safe, right?
Yeah, it's pretty safe. And it overlaps, so it also makes sense to cut that shape. Okay, well, this is
Yeet.
Tenpai. And Brendan just finished cutting his 9 pins, so
Yeah, we can drop the 8. Yep.
tough to defend against this. 7 months safe, though. We'll jam the 7.
1 pin is.
Oh,
one
the
on is
6!
safe.
Go.
And Jake wasn't done yet. Ipatsu. Hifu. In addition to the Tanya, 12,000 points. And I thought for sure Steven was winning that hand. Somehow Jake found the way to get up to 70,000.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, and that's one of those, we're saying it's really bad if you deal into something expensive, especially if you're not Brendan. And it happened, but that's not really Steven's fault.
No.
You absolutely take that Ricci.
Yeah, 100%.
And there was
Just
just
some
some
bad- just
very
some bad
good
luck there.
defense. Yeah, some good
Yeah.
Mawashi, and Jake had some very good draws into Tenpai.
Yeah. Oh man. A lot of big wins today. A lot of big wins.
Yeah, we were putting this stream together a bit last second. I'm so glad we did though, because these games have been fantastically entertaining. Some awesome play all around.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I forgot to look at Dora 4 so. Only 1 Dora in hand so far. But most people can, or everyone can use 1.
Yeah, even Jake here holding on to that 3 so.
Right.
Just in case the door is drawn.
All right, we got the 4, so we're gonna cut the 9. Still not quite there yet.
Let's see, 1 home bus, so not a lot in the middle to go for. If Renner were to call the Hatsu and just kind of speed his way towards a cheap victory,
Home.
it would at least put him in second place, moving to all last. But it's a sort of
Yep.
tenuous one when you're the dealer, because most sumos you're paying more than other players. Well, all sumos you're paying more than other players.
Yeah, it's
but
a little
most
awkward.
sumos will drop you below second place. So
Mm-hmm.
still, there is the opportunity for a Dora, and that would
Yeet.
definitely help bridge the gap.
Oh, there's the Tenpai on the 5. So
Ricci Dora 1, 2,600 points plus Homba, barring any Uda, of course.
Yep, gets us into second. That's what we're looking for here.
Kang.
Oh, Khan! Jake!
Ooh,
He's saying, hey, rest of the table, good luck defending against this Ricci.
I also say I don't know about that one, but I mean I'm far enough ahead.
Into
Oh,
the sumo, shifting the draws in order to allow this to come to fruition. No Uda though, and that will
Yeah.
put Daniel into second place, going into all last. We saw some really quality cons, and that one was a little bit on the
that was a con.
let's spice things up a little bit side. I don't
Yeah.
think there was a Yaku
Gee.
here, so it was gonna be tough to put together, but it definitely spiced things up for sure.
Yeah, ended up having to pay out more because of it, because I was dealer, you were dealer, so you had to pay more. Yeah,
But
switch
still,
the
it's also got the chance for Daniel to get over 30,000 points and lose the 5 points of Uma. So it's a little risky there, but we'll see how this last round plays out. A couple.
Well, our fourth place player has an interesting high pie, but how do I get enough value out of this to make it worth it?
Okay, hear me out.
Well, it's door 2.
Yeah, Richi, Tsumo,
Uh-huh.
Ipeko, Sanshoku, Door 2, Uda 1 for Baimon. How's that sound?
I mean, if we can make that work.
We can even get Tanyao and Pinshu with these draws, but going for it with the Chun cut.
Yep. That's smart. That makes a lot of sense right there.
Yeah, Steven understands what's happening here, knows his conditions. Didn't call the Chun.
Yep.
3,900 is not good enough for me.
Yep, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for the big value. Try to get ahead here.
Okay, notably on the right, there was a call of a 789, usually a little bit suspicious, but there's a reason. It's because there's Itsu, and actually, Daniel draws straight into Itsu Tenpai, waiting on the Tuso.
Tuso.
Full straight. Itsu. No Dora, but still 1,000 points is good enough to confirm second.
Yeah, just gonna confirm second place. I don't think there's much else you could do with that hand.
But
You
what's the
couldn't get
pay
enough
Tonki
points
time?
to take over. I mean, I don't see why not.
Let's go.
There goes. Yep.
Such a sneaky way that pay Tonki.
Yeah.
And Daniel will confirm second place here. Brendan third. And it is Stephen fourth here. Getting a little unlucky to get that fourth, to be honest. But big winner. Jake, plus 58.4. The only player above 30k right now. Had a great result. And I'm curious to see how these C1 standings are going to look after this game. I'm going to take a quick look right now, in fact. It is Jake, after that big win, 2 first places in this series. He's in third place overall with 84.5. And BC1 is such a big Division 40 players.
Yeah. Ooh, a couple of good players off to a strong start. But Jake still has 2 more games and is already in third, so has an even better chance of.
Absolutely. Seeing Terra up at the top, 4 games played, 102.7. Binyi with 99.4 with 4 games played, 2 firsts, 2 seconds. Aiden, Mitchell, and Michael rounding out the 4th, 5th, and 6th spots, the guaranteed promotion spots for the early portion of the season. All right. Do we have more games going on?
Doesn't look like it unless another one starts, unless somebody's taking a break and coming back.
Yeah, we might be able to catch the end of this B1 table.
Yeah, we might be. They might have a.
I imagine they're like an all last if it's still going on.
Probably.
Well, it's worth a quick peek. And if not, we can take a look at the standings and see if there are any more notable results.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Oh, it's South 1, so lots more time left to go in this game.
Oh, all right.
Swap over to dealer.
They've had quite a few repeat. Ooh, another one that's got one person way out in the lead here.
Yeah, with a player at 71,200, it's certainly looking like there were a lot of repeats.
And this is looking like, unless somebody draws the north, it's looking like it's going to be a repeat. Or a Rikoku, I mean.
Yeah, dealer with one more draw can technically get into Tempai. Oh, that's not the one you wanted. Well, we're not Tempai, so we can just three so.
Yeah, 3-so. I was like, you just throw 3-so here, I think.
It's safe to the right and Suji to the other two players. 8-so is also Suji. The 5 just came out. Oh no.
Wrong.
Nope. It's going to be 1,000.
Not relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
Christian's pockets get a little bit deeper.
All right, South 2. What do we got going on? Let's see. 2-so. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Kokushi tiles. Nope. No, we're just going to do Honitsu instead.
I'm recognizing some of these names as having promoted from B2. I think, in fact, 3 of these players, Carl on the right, Kevin across the table, and Michael on the left, they all promoted from B2. So Christian, the only B1 player from last season.
Got a couple hands rapidly
Pom.
approaching Tenpai here.
Pom.
Gonna call and drop north? Yeah, we are gonna call and drop north.
Announcing that
Might
Mangan
as
to
well.
the board.
Yeah, it's Dora, so we might as well, right?
With the north cut, you kind of recognize the players making a shift to Tanya, so they might still be searching for blocks. Might still be afforded some time to jam tiles before you have to worry about dealing in.
Ooh, good top for dealer. Is that
Ishanten.
Tenpai? No, Yishanten. That's a 7, not a 6.
Oh, that is a
Ooh.
massive Sozu, making it very difficult to read that shape. Still
Yeah, I was
just
gonna say I don't actually think that helps. So we're just gonna throw it back.
maybe if you're going for Tanya, you can cut the 9-8 and use the 6-so as a pair and have a 2-5-8 shape. Like a double 2-5-8.
That was my first thought, but it's like
All the
could
2
do
so's are
that.
gone, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a Tempai, the open hand here, Carl, on the 8-pin. He's going to want to win that in a rush before Kevin gets into his Mangan Tempai. Oh, could chi this?
Chi.
Hmm. Yeah, it's going to drop the 8, of course.
Ishanten now.
Ich.
Oh, there's the Tempai for Michael Ricci.
Is that 5
Pifu,
only?
5-8.
5-8, yep.
Chi.
So there's 2 and 2, 3, 4. All 5s are showing 2 8s.
Wrong.
Oh, Christian finds the
matter.
cheap hand. This is almost a Sashikomi.
Yeah.
Avoids the Ricci Pinfu, avoids the Tanya Dora 3. And I'm sure is absolutely thrilled to have managed to deal into Carl
Pom.
there.
Yeah, it looks like everyone they're done with this game. It looks like we're just gonna play 1,000 point hands and get out of here.
Yeah, of course, Carl incentive to fight, Dutch incentive to fight.
Chi.
Christian might just want to collect as many points as he can in this game.
Ooh, East Dora? Oh, okay.
Chi.
4, that's helpful.
So we can tune first, but just has got the 2-1. I think I remember Carl from last season as being a relatively defensive player, likes to hold his safe tiles. Sakigiri, get rid of dangerous tiles before they become bad. In this case, the 1-2 penchant, waiting for the 3, is not the strongest of blocks. He might actually just be hoping to pair up the Yakuhai Chun to make his hand faster.
Yeah. It would solve a problem.
We saw the 789 on the right, of course, looking for the Hatsu. Finally comes out.
Home.
Into Tempai 2-so, 5-so. Not a ton of value here. It's going to be interesting to see if Kevin draws the 1-so, if he discards the 4 for Chanta, one extra Han, sacrificing a little bit of the weight. Ooh, could even cut for a Tonki and then swap to any like terminal or honor tile for the Chanta.
Yeah. Decided not to do that, but was an option.
Even
Oof.
here, the 1-4 weight would have been pretty strong.
Yeah.
But he's committed to the shape. Oh, you also got a bit of a Fu upgrade as well. Some things to consider. Dwar Tonki as a possibility. But in the end, the 5-so comes out, and he passes it. So
Okay.
Kevin wants to be in 3rd place before
Chi.
before it goes to his dealership, which is why he passed the road. He wants to take Carl specifically or get it Sumo. But this is giving Michael a chance to come back with a Honitsu.
Ooh, what do we do here? Oh, just shoot again.
Sumo.
That
All
would
right,
do it.
well,
So mission accomplished. He got 200 points ahead. Now, we still have that issue that we talked about earlier where
okay.
most
All right.
sumos are going to drop you below.
What is this? What is this? All right, cool.
4 pairs.
4 pairs, 2 Yakuhais.
Knowing Kevin, this is a Toy Toy.
Probably.
Home.
Possibly Toy Toy Honitsu.
Yeah. I mean, you just call. I mean, your dealer, you just call and go here. I think,
Especially when
like,
the
9
4-so
times
is
out
your
of 10.
first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Like-
what I thought.
Yeah. Like 9 times out of 10, you just call and go here, and then hope you can get the half flush as well.
This is the super greedy route. Now, one of the issues that Kevin is going to have is that Carl is on his left, and Carl doesn't like feeding expensive hands.
Well, I don't think anyone likes feeding expensive hands, but
Well,
some
we can
people are
see-
just better at it. Oh, hello.
Yeah, Carl is not dropping anything that Dutch might want here. But the Chun comes out right after it gets paired up.
Now here we just need to draw White Dragon, and
We could be off to the races.
I mean, there's still two of them around somewhere. I mean, just saying.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh my goodness, Christian.
Okay.
Surely you don't allow this. There's the
Home.
Haku.
There's the white. All right.
Oh my.
Okay, both greens are in hand.
Oh no!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, it's his dealer!
Oh, come out!
It's the Daithongan for Dutch! And all of a sudden we have a new leader.
Wow, what a misread there. Didn't think they had it, but they did.
Yeah, what are the odds? What are the odds that they had the perfect set of tiles?
Wow, that's well, all right then. Went from major first to now I'm in third.
What?
And wow.
What vision too? I mean, dropping to 8-so that normally collects to good so tiles is hoping for the absolute dream and gets there. And I mean, statistically so unlikely. Keep in mind that Dutch paired up the Chun right before the Chun came out from Michael. Paired up the Haku right before Christian started dropping those out. And Carl was holding so many of those winners that it looked like it was going to be really, really hard for Dutch to pull that in. But if you make the play for it, you can win.
Yep. I think that's the first Yakuman this season, I think.
I think it is too.
So congratulations on that.
Yeah, congratulations to Kevin. And we're not done yet. This is Tanya with 2 Dora. We might not be done with this game just yet. Looking for a 3-so and a 7-pin. 7-pin the door indicator. Probably unlikely to come out here. And you know what? Carl might be having some dragon dreams of his own.
I was to say, I mean, the hand on the right is also a very is a hand.
Can we see possibly back-to-back Taisangan? Oh, that's the wrong player.
Yeah. One of the reds.
And Carl gets rid of it this time very early. That's an improvement in Dutch now with a really strong Ishan 10. One of the benefits of the 6 6 6 7 8 8 shape is that you can accept 9 usually. Unfortunately, we don't get that in this instance, but we still grab the 7 and, of course, pull in the 8 Dora.
Wow, if he would have kept the 1 and 9 money, it actually would have been close to Kokishi as well.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, you would notice this. 10 in a pair. Yeah, it's not too far off. And there's the Tempai. Chooses, gets the 3 6 so weight as well. That's the one that's more likely to come out.
I don't think you con that. I don't think you're close enough to con that.
Oh, Dutch loves a toy. Hey, he's not going to be able to resist it.
Yeah. Nope, that makes sense.
And whether
the 5 is Mochi Mochi, and the 8s are also in hand. Oh, hang on a second.
Oh, Carl's hand is really interesting. If he pawns here, then he might play for Toy cutting 9-8. That's just more value. There's the 9. And if he gets one more honor tile, he's just going to deal in. Oh, I fear for Carl here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, might even...
The red dragon.
It's Toy Sky.
Oh, no.
Don't.
Okay.
Oh, there's the South, though! And the... It has to come out. And the greed pays off another 18,000 points. And Kevin's unstoppable right now.
Oof. Big turn.
Oh, I don't know how I would never have been able to convince myself to take that Shampoo weight. Even though it's a difference of like 13,000 points. But somehow Dutch found the way, and Carl just got incredibly unlucky to have his path to value involve dropping Dora.
Oh, what do we got here? Is this just gonna... Okay.
I mean, it's Ishanten. How does it Ishanten so quickly?
Do we just win again?
Keep in mind that in the South round, Kevin was in last place with 10,000 points. Two hands later, here we are.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael might be here to save the day. Chun Nomi. Shantan. Christian starting to make progress as well. 2 away from Tempai.
Yeah, I think everyone's 1 or 2 away now. There's another pair. Yeah, we just call that, right? Yeah.
6-9 Mon. That 9 Mon could be locked away in Carl's hands, so actually not that many tiles remaining for the shape. 3 of the 6 Mon left.
Yep, 3 6s left.
The door comes out, it passes safely. There's
there
the
it
6.
is.
Alright.
That'll finish it off.
The game ends.
Boy.
Wow, what a finish to the night. It's plus 66.9 for Kevin, our first Yakuman. Michael will take a minus 2.6 second. Christian 11.6 third. Carl the minus 52.7 fourth. But what a wild evening of games.
Wow. Oh, apparently they did queue up another game. Apparently they have another one.
Oh, we've got more? We've got more from this crazy table?
Yeah, they've got another one. It's coming in 2 minutes.
I thought that was the last one, but
I did too, but no, there's another one coming.
All right, let's go. We've got one more in the night for us. Let's take a look at the standings, though, because that certainly has to have shaken things up a bit. We haven't seen the B1 standings yet, I don't think. After that victory, Kevin is now in second place in the division, plus 50.9. It is Wenchen at plus 97.4 with a commanding lead, though. Xinlong third, Kate fourth, Gaohan fifth, Edwin trailing behind in sixth place. And no one dropping too far down in the negatives in the B1. It's been a very tightly contested race, historically speaking, in this division. And it continues to be in the early portions of this summer session. Of course, our standings are the previous season standings. We will hope to have the current season standings updated within the week or so.
I see a lot of people throwing clips into the clip channel. That's
I
good.
love to see it.
Had
Yeah,
a lot of good moments.
I'm gonna have to go through the comments for today and grab all of these clips to save them for the highlight show at the end of the season. We've had so many just from this stream alone.
Oh
that are
yeah,
probably gonna make the cut.
yeah. There's at least 3 or 4 just absolutely ridiculous moments.
And then, you know, we've had crazy wins, we've had crazy defense, we've had like simultaneously offensive and defensive cons that deserve to make the highlight show. There is no end to the awesome plays for this evening.
Well, the graph for that last game is crazy.
Oh, is it? I wish we could post it in the chat. But if anyone is in the league server, you can check out the game results tab and see the very funny graphs that we've got.
All right, we got at least one more game. Here we go.
It's like a rocket taking off for Kevin. All right, last game of the evening. B1 4-4.
Okay then.
Kevin first dealer called to the right, Christian across the table, and Michael on our left. Dealer opens up with 2 Dora, Andy Peiko chance, but a hand that probably is going to be a little bit slow, huh?
You would think so.
The shapes, you know, Penchon in the Pinzu, Penchon / Kanchan in the Sozu, Kanchan in the Manzu. Gonna take some.
And then we got Christian's just gonna call because I've got Yakuhai in hand. We're just gonna call and try to finish this hand quick.
Yeah, those shapes are very strong.
Yeah.
Konitsu, Yakuhai, and loads of food to boot. Can be 52 minimum. $5,200 that is. Anyone else with a chance on the left? There's kind of a 1-2-3 Sanshoku, but when you're looking for the 3 in all 3 suits, it's very unlikely. Khan!
There's Khan.
Christian said 8 fu isn't enough, give me 16. Flips the white dragon to be Dora, but that has come out already, so.
Yeah, say white dragon's already dead, so.
And you know, this is one of those cons that I don't actually hate a lot of the times. If you know your hand's going to be open, you can diamond con. In this case, the hand was already open.
Right. Well, there's one of the tiles we needed for dealer.
Can improve the value of the hand to 6,400. Actually, that draw probably the most important one because it allows him to have a Yaku. Not that Dutch would ever Dama with a Khan on board, but
no. Christian having trouble getting the final tile to get into Tempai.
Very wide, but hasn't really drawn any Pinzu after that first call.
Yeah, and now it's going to be probably a little more obvious that it is a Honitsu. So, does that work?
It does, but it's not a good weight, so he doesn't check it. You'd have to cut the 7 pin there and wait on the 3 pin.
No, I like this better. I like cutting the 2 and then saying I hope. Now I've got a lot of tiles that help me make this really good.
Yeah, Kevin draws a nice upgrade with a 6-mon. And fills the perfect 7. So if he's not afraid of the 6 pin, and he's not, he can jam a monster hand. And Christian has no defense here. But the 6 pin is safe, so it comes out, and that could be called for Tempai.
Yeah, do we call that?
地
We do.
Okay, we choose the 4-7 weight. That is the one that is selected.
There's the. There's one of the fours. Oh, no, that's the last four. What about sevens? No sevens yet.
It's
No, there's one.
one.
Oh wait, one. Yep. So
Yes,
there's
it's
one seven left.
1 versus 3. I think the dealer has 3 tiles. Oh,
Dong.
8!
There it
Because that
is.
was getting close to Tepai.
Yep.
And Kevin is starting right where he left off with another 12,000 points.
We'll just continue our streak from last game.
Yeah, can we add the increase in points to the Rockets from the last game?
Yeah, not a terrible high pie here.
No, not at all. And he might even think about Honitsu in the future. For now, just cutting these otter tiles.
And for now, we'll cut a couple of honor tiles. We have the door indicator, so we'll see if we can draw Dora first before we make a big switch here.
Absolutely. Psychologically speaking, I personally think it's a little bit difficult to go from a game where you've just won some monstrous hands and you're comfortably in the lead to starting over again from 30,000 points, because it's a big mentality shift. And these players, I think they took a little bit of a break in between games, possibly to reset mentally, that it's even scores again. The points have gone back to starting values. And
Yeah, it's a fresh game. It's early in the season still. I mean, just every game, just start fresh.
yeah, I think it's important not just for if you had a rough game to reset mentally, but
Bonk.
also if you had a really good game to reset mentally, that it's a fresh game, points are even again.
See, we're already tempai, but four of our winning tiles are already discarded, so not a great wait.
Still pretty
is-
likely to come out if it gets drawn.
Yeah, it is East only.
Players probably won't be fearing that hand too
Gee.
much, given they've already dropped a Dora's shape. Oh, Kevin loves his
Yeah.
cons, but we'll pass this up. Passes up the Honitsu call as well.
Ooh, the two.
It is a little bit awkward because you need the 3-6 mon so much after calling that tile.
地
We'll call this one, though. It has more variety in the type of tiles that you can use, and that's typically a little stronger in Mahjong.
地
In this case, you can use the 4, 5,
Dong.
and 7, but that will encourage the 4 pin to come out, and Christian will end the dealership with a cheap 1300.
Yep, and get a chance to mix up some points now. Yeah, not the best for points, but we could just take green and take a dealer repeat.
With some patience, some good draws. Oh, and Carl is making the patience play. Passes up
Yeah,
the first Hatsu.
Doesn't call the first green. Wants to go for Ricci if I can.
It feels really rewarding when you draw that 7 so immediately afterwards. Feel that Kanchan shape. I think if Carl was closer to starting points, he probably would have called that. But given the deficit, is looking for more. Actually, this happened to me in my first game of the season. I dealt into a Baimon in East 1. And similarly passed up a lot of Yakuhai calls to try to aim for Ricci instead.
Yep, definitely makes a lot of sense there. And also was at the time it wasn't showing East out on the field, so may have been thinking about maybe trying to pair up the East, but eventually the East did come out.
Sure.
So
might be feeling a little bit of regret about the 8 pin though. Still,
yeah,
very efficient shape. Can draw the Hatsu into Tempai. Can draw the 8 pin back into Tempai.
Yep. That's like probably 1-3 there. That was correct.
Yeah, so this actually drops us a Shanten, but again, we've noted Carl's looking for value here. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because we picked up the door, so we're gonna hang on to that. Probably would call the dragon now, right?
Absolutely. And now we're reliant almost on the dragon. We can still play for Tanyao if should we draw something like a 3-so. I think we would probably cut Hatsu Hatsu. Even
Yeah.
a 4-so, we'd probably still cut Hatsu Hatsu.
Right. I think so. Just depends on if the dragon comes out or not.
Oh, that's
1
a sick draw for Christian. And had a couple sneaky waits. Goes with the 4-7 pin, locking in the maximum foo here. But
Oh, there's the pair up on the Dora. So now we drop the 3-so for sure, right?
could also play Hatsu Hatsu, but 3-so playing direct seems the most straightforward.
Yeah.
And Carl's gonna fight. Christian, of course, wanted the Mangan with the 4 pins, but now those are held.
Yeah, with the 1 and a 2 already being discarded by the Ricci player, the 3 isn't as scary as it could be. So 7 on the other hand,
Terrible tile, but oh, actually, it does back away.
does back away.
Okay, so we're gonna redraw with the Tanyao plan. Unfortunately, we've already cut the 8, but
Ooh, and we draw the other deal in tile.
I guess it's a good thing that he didn't just jam because Kevin didn't drop the Hatsu, so he'd just be dealing in on the 7 pin.
I'll do it here.
ドン
Ricci Dora 2, no Ura, so not terrible, not great.
Yeah, the Mangan definitely feels a lot worse, so
Mhm.
it is.
We still got time. It's East round. We got another dealership. We've got time to make it up.
Absolutely. It is Christian's dealership now. And this iPad looks
Yes.
okay. We've got a Dora, Tanya
Yep.
shapes,
Dora Tanya shapes. Yep.
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7 possible.
Back on the right.
Other hands not doing so good actually.
Yeah, just a quick scan. Maybe Kevin's doing okay across the table. With
It's probably
reasonable
the next
shapes.
best. Yeah.
Smut draw certainly helps. Big question mark is going to be who picks up the next Dora. Everyone's looking for the 5 pin.
Yeah, everyone is looking for Dora. Because if dealer gets it, you just drop. Well, you could drop the 7-9 pin, or you could drop the 9, the 2 9-sos. Theoretically.
Still not much progress made. These draws, you can look at the discards and see how useful the
Yeah.
draws have been so far. But that means that, in the later half of the game when players are should be closer to Tempai, it's very likely everyone's going to draw super
Well, there's
strong
a helpful
tiles back to
tile.
back to back.
Yep. I think we're now. Kevin is getting close now.
Oh,
In
that's
fact,
the perfect fill.
there. Yep. Drop the 9.
And 9's a great play. Now if we draw the 4 pin, we can work our way towards Tanyao Ipeiko as well. Increase the value even further.
Yeah, 4 pin would be nice. 8, not so much.
Oh, there's the Dora.
There's one Dora. Yep, we drop the 2. It makes sense. Ooh, we got the 8. We drop the Kanchan. Yep. Makes sense. All right.
Carl overblocked here, needs to cut a sequence or go headless with the 1-so. Cuts a sequence. That headless versus, keeping the 2 diamond shapes question is always such an interesting one. I
Yeah.
think keeping the 2 sequences here gets a little worse because they overlap in the acceptance of the 6 pin. But I don't know if that means we should cut like the 7-8 pin or if that means we should cut the 1-so. It's looking like cutting the 1-so would have been the best outcome because the door pair up. But, sometimes headless backfires. You can draw the 5 pin.
相撲
Speaking of 5 pin draws, a Dama from Kevin. pulls in what would have been Ippatsu Tsumo, but from first place is just trying to end the dealership and did get there.
That puts everyone below. No, never mind.
Oh yeah, Christian got enough points in that previous hand to still be above, but
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, 6 so is the Dora. We have 1 in the dealer and 2 across the way, along with the Yakuhai Anko in hand. So I'm sure that'll be just about anything. Whatever we could take efficiently here.
yeah, and
Boom.
there is still a slight Honitsu thought here. You can
Yeah.
head with the pay right now.
Do we take the 2-4 or do we drop the north?
Oh,
Ooh,
just
okay,
greeting
we're
for
gonna
it.
go for it.
Okay.
We're in last. We need
Boom.
we need the points. That's a way to get points. I respect it.
Boom.
Ooh, 789 maybe. On the right.
Tempai for Kevin. Odama again.
Ooh, is that is Tenpai for 3-6, but no Yaku, right? Oh, Penfu.
Carl will only get unlucky, really, if he draws the north. That's a big draw for Michael. Ishanten now with 2 Dora. Oh, it doesn't take the Ishanten. Maybe this is concern about cutting the Sozu so close to the Dora. Oh, but would have been Tempai. Now we see if Kevin wants to back away. No, still jams.
So ends up dropping the tile I wanted to keep anyway. 4 pin is probably fine.
Yeah, Christian player who, in my mind, tends to hold your winning tile and refuse to let it go.
The 3-4-5 in the discards.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, right? Oh, that's a west. That's actually really useful. It's just once cut right now.
Yeah, west is better than the north, if nothing else.
Boom.
Alright, Huriten Tempai for Michael. Oh, that poem prevented Carl from dealing in. Good poem. Good poem. Carl would have drawn the west. And then had to drop the 3-so.
Sumo.
And it's a Tsumo!
Wow.
Alright. Took the long route to this Tempai, but did get there.
It's a long route, but got it. That's all that
And
matters.
into second place.
All right.
Excuse me.
Yeah, right. Okay. We all see it.
Take
all
two,
right.
take two. It's almost the same hand.
Well, we'll let that simmer for a minute.
The tune came out early. The dreams are dead. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it could be something else. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Menhonchi Toydor too.
Yeah.
If these Yakuhai don't come out quickly enough, it might just be that. Oh, it's gotta be like south now, right? Okay, Haku.
Boom.
We're just gonna. Yeah.
Players getting flashbacks.
We're gonna play it the correct way and not go for Chitoy. No.
These Yakuhai though, they're so callable.
Right, exactly. I mean, who doesn't want to call south? You know?
Oh, hang on a second. There is a Chitoy happening.
Yeah.
Michael is committing. He's not dropping the south. And, we see this Honitsu look into Sozu overflow. So Dutch could be Tempai already from the other's perspective.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness, there's the Dora.
Oh, this hand.
What is happening? That's
2S.
Each.
But it's on a dead weight!
Yep, it's on the south, which is never coming out.
As long as Kevin pushes, he can't lose.
Let's see. West is still alive. 5. No, 5. Oh, wow. Yeah, all 4 of those tiles are still in the wall for the player on the right.
1-4 so for Carl. Oh, what an insane hand this has
Seven,
become.
5.
And Kevin looks like he's not thinking about the tiles he's drawing. He's just jamming with this monster. Yakuhai, Yakuhai, Yakuhai,
Yeet.
Toy Toy, Onitsu, Door 3.
Ricci. Oh
Uh-huh.
boy. Oh, this is one wrong draw by anybody here.
Everyone's got auto discard on.
oh,
Oh, the one!
there!
It's the cheap
No!
hand.
That's the wrong one.
You know Kevin's weight was completely walled. No one had the 5 so
yeah,
right?
yeah. No. There were no 5s and no Wests out. It was
Oh
a
my
completely live
goodness.
weight.
What? What?
Crazy.
Hey, you know, before the 3 Richis, Kevin might have even been thinking about breaking Tempai for Suiso, just cutting 5 so on any honor draw.
I thought about it too. I was sitting there like, I mean, we could just go for the but
We've already won
then
one
people,
Yakuman.
but then people
What's 2?
started reaching, and it's like, all right, fine, I'll just.
Now, what is in the water tonight? These games have been insane. All right, we're calming down. We're calming down. This high pie looks like no one's gonna win anytime soon.
Yeah, we do have one Pandora, so dealer has one of those. Wants to make use of it. It's gonna slow down that hand though. Could be 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3 with pair 4 if we draw perfectly.
Yeah, that probably looks like the plan here for Kevin. On the right, that's actually Ishanten, Dian Shanten for Tanya hand.
And well, Christian's not having a good time.
Yep, that's if I had to make a bet, I would guess that's 100% not winning. Now watch him get perfect draws. Okay, South, never mind.
No, this is what happens to me when I'm in last, and I'm like, come on, like give me something so I can get some points. And it's just like, no, you're just gonna draw this. Like,
Should have gone for Tsuiso. Oh no, this actually was Tsuiso.
Oh. Oh, okay. 8 so. All right.
That's Ishanten really wide. Kevin looking very specifically for an 8 mon and a 7 pin. No other tiles will do. Just kind of discarding tiles at random, hoping to find a safe tile. 9 so now looking like kind of safe.
Oh, there's a 7 mon.
Pinfu is the 2 pin cut. Yep.
Yep, 2 pin cut and possible Sanshoku if we get the 5.
So if Kevin finds Tempai, which he does, he'll jam. I assume. Does he somehow read? Okay.
Wrong.
No.
No Ipatsu, no Sanchoku, but Richie pin for Tanyao with Uda for 8,000.
Ooh.
And that's going to make things really close here going into South 2.
Yep, South 2, 3 people hovering right around 30,000. Ooh, hello. Let's see. 1, 2, plus 5, 7, 8. Started with 8 Kokushi tiles. Says no.
More likely to be Honitsu, perhaps. Or rather, you're looking at the right.
I was looking at the right, yep.
No, Honitsu most likely.
Yeah, Honitsu most likely. Hey, it's fun. It's fun to count. All right.
Oh yeah. I mean, you should absolutely count. And maybe,
Yeah.
you know, if your hand has so many Kokushi tiles, you start with the 5 mon and then the 2 pin, and then cut the 1 and 1 for Honitsu, if it gets there. Oh wow, these draws have come together.
I mean,
Something about the Sozu.
If you just draw perfectly, it's your hand could be whatever you want. Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, that's not helpful.
Having all the odd numbers in the suit, all the even numbers in the suit, that's particularly unfortunate.
Boom.
At this point, Christian is just overblocked. Tormon.
West.
Oh, I see. It's Doragreed.
Green. Nope. Not gonna go for the big Yakumon play. Well, 2 reds are already out. Yeah, makes sense then. Oh no, 3 reds are out. Yeah,
Chi.
can't get it.
Okay, Altosuke here for Carl. Sensing that he's got to call in order to match the speed of the table. And he's right. These
Ooh,
players are getting really
7.
close.
Very nice. What do we drop here? The 9 pin?
7 for Ipeko, looks like.
7 pin. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
The problem for Carl is that he's Mochi Mochi on the tile he needs. He might... Oh, is this Chitoy? On the right.
Possibly. Chitoy Honitsu. Not bad.
Yeah, the Haku hasn't come out. Of course, the East isn't. So Christian really hasn't had the opportunity to do
Boom.
anything. All right, there's finally a tile he can call. Tempai found.
Ich.
Ooh,
On an
yeah.
expensive weight too, the 8-pin. Richi Ipeko.
Only one showing.
Oh, there's the Haku. How greedy does Christian want to bet? 4 so is
We
safe, you
dropped
might
a
as well.
4? Yeah, I would say 4, right? Yeah.
1 so is
Ooh,
Suji as
Dora.
well.
We just drew Dora. Oh, Dora's safe. Got it. Yep. Dora's in the discard, so we're fine getting rid of that.
Carl's off of it. Doesn't like this 2-pon.
3 pin. Too many pairs. But hey, we could drop 1 and then we know the second one is safe.
Sumo.
Ooh, Sumo!
No Ura, but that's a big swing. That's Michael taking first place over.
Yep, that was a big win there. Going into South 3. Ooh, what do we do here as dealer? All right. Yep. True. Michael is in first now and has Yakuhai chance here to just keep the game moving along.
Boom.
Yep. Gonna call. And then yep. Dealer still not having much luck.
This might actually be Kokshi. Oh no. 3 months, the Dora indicator. You don't expect to draw 3 of them.
Yeah, in a row.
Right?
Nine pin. We gonna hang on to that? Nah, I don't think so. Yep, does throw it, and then we've got okay. Yeah, everyone's just trying to get necessary 2 pin or 2 so that's good. 2 so.
It's a lot of pairs. It's Chitoy, huh?
Yeah, do we do Chitoy, Toy, Tanyao? We could drop north. No. Okay.
I think it's just got to be Chitoy at this point. Oh well.
Yeah, I think you drop north here, right?
But then you're going back a Shantan for Chitoy.
Yeah, but you have Tanyao, and you've got like lots of acceptance for
Yeah, 369.
for like Ryamen shapes.
Yeah,
so.
mega acceptance in the Pinsu.
Yeah.
Ich.
All right, this is Kevin Tempai, Kevin Ricci.
Yep.
Not taking the Pinfu weight.
5-8. 8 is completely held. 5 is 1-5 left. Pin 9 pin.
Michael looks like he's jamming a little bit. 8 pin was pretty safe. 2 pin's pretty safe. If he gets towards Tempai, we'll see if he chooses to try the 5 or not, if it becomes necessary. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's fully committed to trying, though.
No, it looks like most people are just playing tiles that have come out recently.
But from Michael,
one's-
rather from Kevin's perspective, even if this goes to
Sumo.
oh wow, Sumo, okay. I was gonna say even Ritoku's a fine outcome, but Richie Sumo will put him very close to lead, just 200 points ahead.
200 points. This is going to be a close game going into South 4.
Yeah,
I mean, even Christian's got a good chance at it here if we can just piece together a Mangan somehow.
Yeah, even 4Han.
Or yeah, four Han.
Rather. So 4 and 20 will do it. 3 and 30 isn't quite enough.
Doesn't really have a good hand for it though, unfortunately. Does have a door, that helps. If we can get a second door, we might be able to pull something together.
Dealer though, drawing pairs, triplets, maybe a toy or a toy.
We got double east, double north. That does not help the south player.
Yeah, the wrong pairs for this hand. A lot of times when you have that, you just drop them, or you go for Honitsu. And
Yeah, you're hoping Honitsu, but it's not. It doesn't look like a Honitsu hand. So
Right.
instead, we're just gonna get rid of him.
Notably for Carl, even if he doesn't change placement here, if he can bring one person below 30,000 points, that will be enough to earn him 5 extra points of UMA. As is, right now, he's the only player below, the only player not floating over 30,000, so he would be taking a minus 20 UMA hit. If you could bring someone else below, that's only a minus 15 hit, so winning any sumo, is worth 5,000 points.
Exactly. And has a chance at a 1-2-3 Sanshoku here.
Yeah, definitely playing for it.
Boom.
Oh, wow. Toy Tempai. Oh, that's not the 1-2-3, but your Tempai, you might just have to take it.
What is it? 6-9? 6-9 has none of its 1-9 has come out. Did not reach yet though, so the 6 does not deal in.
Yeah, really hoping for the 1-so draw, even though there's only 2 left.
Wasn't really the step I wanted. I wanted the 1.
And notably for those keeping track, this is not Pifu because the south pair is a value pair. Pifu requires a valueless pair.
Yeah. I mean,
Each.
drawing the 1 here gets you the 1-2-3 and a Chanta. So.
Oh, the Kanchan.
Dong.
Richi Patsu. Dora. Uda. Hits! That's gonna steal first place.
Gets it with the Dora.
Yeah, without the Ipatsu, without the Uda, it wouldn't be enough. But got it all, and the timing on that Tempai was impeccable. It's Christian taking first place with 23.2. Kevin takes the second plus 10.7. Michael in third, minus 7.5. Carl takes the fourth with a minus 26.4. And that... Oh, we've got standings! Shout out to admin for pulling that on the fly. We've got updated standings for the summer. And we can see everyone in their complete promotion zone glory. It's Wenchen at the top. Kevin with a great showing in the first couple games. Christian 7th place overall, the other 2 trailing behind. Here in the B1 division, if you put it on the big screen, you can see a number of players here with games yet to play. But this is it. This is the first round of gameplay, the first broadcast of the season. And it was an incredible one. I'm glad, Jeffrey, that you were here to join me for this one.
Yeah, it was that was a really exciting night. Lots of good highlights, lots of exciting things going on. It's only session 1. I mean, it just gets better from here, right? We'll start seeing
Absolutely.
games with 2 Yakumons in it every game, right?
2 Yakumons. Oh, well, okay. We might be going a little bit too far. Maybe in your games. Maybe in your games.
Oh, maybe.
All right, wait. I saw this in chat. Where is Harrison? Let's find out.
Uh-oh.
Harrison beat A2 this season. Yet to play any games this season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like they haven't played yet.
I think that's going to be tomorrow night though.
Ooh, tomorrow.
I don't know if we have a cast scheduled for tomorrow night, but if we did, it's going to be a super exciting one because alongside Harrison on that table is going to be Garrick, who has just achieved 6-dan ranking and continues to duke it out in Tokujo aiming for Ho, and a number of other very interesting spotlights for the games tomorrow night. So we'll think about it, but definitely I can guarantee you we will absolutely have our regularly scheduled Wednesday evening broadcast in a couple nights.
Yeah, Wednesday. Looks like a couple of A1 table, A1, A2, B1, B3. Although most of those are around the same time, so.
Yeah, typically a very
But,
busy night, although if they're all playing at the same time, unfortunately we wouldn't be able to catch all of them, but
yeah, it looks like they're most of them are going to be playing around the same time. But you'll have your pick of interesting tables.
yeah, one from each division just about.
Yeah,
The only division we're missing is B2, so
B2.
definitely
Yeah.
tune in Wednesday night. It'll be a 5 p.m. Pacific start, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have more of this wonderful American Ricci Mahjong coverage. Of course, let's give the shout outs because this has been the first cast of the season. If you'd like to see more from the previous seasons, absolutely check out our YouTube channel. You can follow the tiny URL link on your screen, or just go to @AmericanRicci on YouTube. That's the same handle for our Twitter/X. And also, if you'd like to be involved with the league moving into the future, visit AmericanRicci.org. Not only do you have the registration for the fall season, which well, that's going to be a few months before we get to that. But also, you can check out all the standings for each division as the games come in, even if we don't get to stream them. Visit AmericanRicci.org for all of that. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We will see you next Wednesday evening. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you on Wednesday.